And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. What oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, get him retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
If we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Welcome on this Friday. Sometimes it might be Saturday, some other places like where Jay is right now. Welcome to this Friday night, early Saturday morning show, the Venom and Smoke podcast. As you can see, we on here late because I went to the Pelicans game today. So we gonna get this sports show started. We're gonna bring in the diabolical hater, and we're late and still late. Jay. You on, Jay? I thought you froze. I'm like, Jay.
I didn't see. I was checking something out.
Oh, that's all right, man. Look, we on late as hell, and Doc's still not on here, man. What? I don't know what to do,
man. I need to talk to
HR, man. We gotta talk to HR.
I gotta talk to HR. I can't do this.
I can't deal with this shit, man. Look, we come on at 5:30. He don't come on. We come on at 7:30. He not on time. We come on 11:30, 12:30 your time. He's still not on.
Yeah.
Now what can you do, man? Doc runs on his own time schedule.
And Izzy just disappeared.
Yeah, Izzy, I don't know what happened to Izzy today. Yeah. But he better get his picks in before Sunday comes. I tell you that.
That's right.
But man, I know we started off light, but we gotta talk about something heavy. You know, it's the Damar Hamlin injury situation. That was scary watching that live last Monday night. And I'm just glad the young man is living.
Yeah, I was very surprised that today they took out his breathing tube and he was able to contact his people the Buffalo Bills, and I guess take that weight off of their back. I hope he contacted what's his name, T.Y. Hilton.
Not Hilton. You mean T. Higgins?
T. Higgins, that's what I meant. T. Higgins, because I know that had to be weighing hard on him. You know what I'm saying? To be in that situation where, you know what I'm saying? Like, the hit, in my opinion, wasn't the hardest hit, but it's the way you get it.
He's talking about Kyrie.
Yeah,
you are Kyrie. Yes. You are fucking Kyrie.
I know that weighed heavy on him. That must have really messed. Like, that would have fucked me up.
Yeah, and that's the thing about playing a sport like football, man. One blow can kill someone.
Yeah,
that's why they need guaranteed contracts. Everybody talking about prayers up and injuries, but they're not talking about, like, this young man has only been in the years. He's not eligible for a pension.
No.
So he got hurt on the job. Will the NFL do the right thing by this dude and take care of him till fruition? We don't know. We as a people, we have to keep on them, because these people are literally dying for our entertainment. And then they have some assholes out there talking about my fantasy football championship. A man literally died. When you stop breathing, you're dead.
Yeah.
You don't have a pulse, you're dead. The man literally died on the field. And people worrying about fantasy football championships and playoffs and this and that and all this other stuff. This young man took the hit, didn't even look that hard. It was not the hardest hit I ever seen, but you never know. We know what those things, and I tell people think those shoulder pads protect. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't protect your chest. They protect your back more than anything. They don't protect your chest, your back and shoulders. They don't protect your chest because it's tied together with shoelaces, thin piece of plastic. Somebody hit that hard enough. Yes.
Listen, and a lot of these players, a lot of them don't wear it tight. So if he hit him, if he caught him underneath that chest plate.
What up, Pops?
Hey, Pops.
Yeah.
If he caught him underneath that chest plate, like I tell people all the time, if I punch you in the chest hard, I'll make your heart skip.
Yeah, it'll stop. It'll stop if you get hit in the chest hard enough.
Yeah. So, where it didn't look like a hard hit, it was probably the way he hit him. Or they collided.
Yeah, it was a perfect storm hit. Right time, right spot, right intensity. That will never probably happen again as long as we live. But the fact that it happened, man, and for the NFL wanted them people to get ready in 5 minutes. Now they backtracking, but we know they were telling them to warm up.
Oh, yeah,
definitely. Seeing a person get CPR on the field. I'm not mentally ready for a game. I'm not worrying about checking my blitz coverages. I'm not worrying about what route I'm running next. I'm worrying about this guy. And on the other team, man, this dude just had to get CPR on the field. What do I look like going and play a game? And some things are bigger than the game.
Yes.
And that was the right call by the coaches. It wasn't the NFL who did this. I'm tired of people saying the NFL canceled it. No, the players and the coaches say, fuck this, we're not playing. They walked off.
I even think that, where the NFL would have probably tried to push them to play the game, the owners would have too. Because they, look at all the money.
Man, they're like, Izzy just woke up.
Man.
Well,
Battle of the Belts was that boring. I almost fell asleep too.
I was conducting business, if you will.
We understand. Late night.
That was just round one shit.
Yeah.
But I think
that to you by Bullet Whiskey.
I'm thinking that the owners are like, listen, we got all this food, concession stands were burning that food up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The beers were tapped. I'm sure they wanted that game to be played.
Yes, they did. They was going to start that game. If they would have got over, the people would have said, "Okay, we okay enough to play." That game would have happened.
I wouldn't have been like I would have been automatic. I'd have been like, I can't play.
I can't play. Wink, wink, handling business.
All right, Kyrie.
I think Doc is over there handling business. That's why he's not coming home right now. Well, baby, I got to do the podcast. Not till you finish. Not till you finish. But
you better not give me that weak shit either.
You want to get off and leave for a podcast. But I'm saying, I get what you said, Jay. Like, everybody wanted that game, but the players and some fans wanted that game to still go on.
Nah, I totally, when I saw that.
Yeah, there's some fans who bought a ticket who I know. They were like, I bought this ticket and they canceling the game. They got some insensitive people out here, man.
Yeah, I mean,
plus the fantasy football geeks who wanted the game.
Yeah, we talked about them, about the championship.
My thing is,
just push it back.
Listen, no money in the world is worth somebody's life. And if they have to take a hit, like the owners have to take, or that owner has to take a hit because it was his home stadium and he's got to give money back on tickets. You got to give money back on
tickets. Just comp them on the next tickets.
Yeah.
Just comp them.
But the thing is, the next set of tickets is playoff tickets.
No, I'm saying like this. Comp them next year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Give them a game.
Like this. If you're a season ticket holder, you get a percentage off of next season's tickets. And if you're not a season ticket holder,
you give
them a discount on the next ticket or comp them the tickets. They're going to spend money in the stadium anyway. You're going to make that shit back.
Oh, hell
you don't get money off the tickets. You get money off concessions. That's the real thing.
Yep. Concessions.
The real money is concessions.
Yeah. So, definitely, when you got to spend $15 for a beer.
New Orleans is like 16, 17.
No, Miami is $15 for a beer.
And it's not even good beer.
It's dirt beer.
They ain't giving me no Heineken or nothing like that. They have Core Light.
That's
they gonna get you Bud Light, Miller Light, and then we got a Beta beer here. So they're gonna give us the local beer, a Dixie beer. We got Dixie, a Beta, and Miller Light, all that dirt beer. That ain't good beer.
Great. New beer.
I saw Stella though. I saw Stella that one time. I'm like, oh, word.
Yeah, I would have on that.
Yeah. So I had to jump on that. But back, I just hope Damar gets well, man. He stayed improved over the last 24 hours. Man, that was a sad situation.
God bless him, man. That's a lucky man.
And like I said, no, the luck was that that equipment coach,
the trainer,
he knew exactly what he was doing. And listen, you lose oxygen you stop breathing, you get brain damage at 2 minutes. He was giving my man CPR for 10.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that he was giving that CPR for the 10 minutes, the dude could have ended up brain damage or vegetable or worse. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Mo, isn't it at 8 minutes, if you're doing CPR and he's not back, he's dead?
In most cases, yes, if you don't get the right medical equipment, but long term, 45 minutes, they can go up to 45 minutes.
Ooh.
My question is,
but if it going past 10 to 15, you in dire straits.
My question is, though, why did it take the ambulance? So isn't there an ambulance at the stadium? Why was there?
No.
It took them so long to get there. You know what I'm saying? Usually there's they got one parked outside.
Not Miami, they don't.
No, they're not. The ambulance is not there. They have EMTs there.
Yes, not
they're on golf carts. So bringing them on a golf cart wouldn't have done shit. So they still had to wait for a real ambulance to get there. See, because most places don't have a place to put an ambulance.
Mm-hmm. I bet you that'll change now, though.
Oh, yeah. It has to change. because now they got them on golf carts around in case somebody in the stands pass out, in case players pass out. That's why everybody encourage people learn basic CPR, because if that guy, as he said, Denny, he got his name up, Eric, since he's missing the show. I guess you could do research. Assistant trainer Denny Killington didn't know CPR. That guy would have been dead. CPR is important. I teach it, so it's actually,
and I know it. So
it's important. And if that didn't get started right away, I guarantee you we would have been saying RIP to that guy.
Who you feel bad for? You feel bad for T. Higgins, because he had to have been out of his damn mind.
The person I'm more mad at is fucking Bart Scott. You played the game, and you're gonna blame T. Higgins for a hit. I'm like, that is stupid.
Absolutely.
First of all, T. Higgins is the offensive player. He's not usually the one throwing a hit. He's getting hit.
He's protecting himself, running like that play happens a million times in football, and nobody get hit like that. All it was, he hit him in the wrong spot at the right speed.
It was just a freak accident. It was a freak accident.
Injury.
I think in my whole lifetime of watching the NFL, I've never seen. Has there ever been something that happened like that?
The last time somebody died on the field was in the 70s.
And I was too young then.
And that was archaic. Then, shit, they rolled him over. They probably rolled him over and continued to play the game back in those days.
Yep.
There was no TV really back there.
When Dennis Bird got paralyzed, Bonicani paralyzed.
Sterling Sharp got paralyzed.
Sterling Sharp.
Michael Irvin. People cheered when Michael Irvin got paralyzed. So they say, "Oh damn!" Well, he wasn't. He's walking and stuff now, but he temporarily got paralyzed. Sterling Sharp temporarily got paralyzed. They couldn't move. They had head neck injuries. So people were cheering when the playmaker got hurt. So football fans are not the most sensitive people, but for everybody, I see for the majority to be like, you know what, that was the right call to stop that game. That's showing that people are growing. Because it's like, they're doing CPR on the field. So you want me to hurry up my CPR? Because they say they're going to start in 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were down there for, I don't know how long.
Damn near an hour.
You going to tell me, 5 minutes after we get him off the field, start the game. I had to watch an hour of my teammate or opposing team member fight for his life. You want me to go out there and risk my life? Man, fuck that. Fuck Monday Night Football. Fuck the fans. That's what I've been saying. I don't care. Because that's not right. You want the people to, that's like, you go to war with this person, and then they got some people on Twitter trying to bring soldiers. I say, why do y'all always try to compare shit to war? It's different. That is different. That is different. That's real bullets flying there. And so of course, sometimes you can't stop fighting. I like when the people like to do that shit. That pisses me off. I went off on somebody on Twitter. I said, in war, people are really fighting. So I don't think if I'm fighting you, trying to kill you, I kill your partner, I'm gonna stop shooting to pick him up off the ground. No, we're gonna keep shooting. That's different than football. That's a sport. Sportsmanship. That's why people say sportsmanship. It's because you're supposed to have respect. And this man died. Well, and he brought him back to life. But he died. When you lose your pulse and you don't breathe, you're dead. I don't care if it's for a minute or forever. You died. The man died, and they brought him back. They resuscitated him. When they got to use the AED, it's fucking serious.
And I commend the NFL players that built that wall. So because listen, sometime within the next couple of weeks, you're gonna hear some people were were so traumatized that they're gonna sue everybody they can because they had to deal with that because that's how greedy this fucking world is.
That is so sorry.
You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna have people that are gonna be like, "Oh, I was at the game and I saw it happen, and I haven't been able to sleep right since." 20 million.
Right. You know it's coming.
That's disgusting.
And I'll tell you what, they should get smacked in the face when they walk up to the judge. The judge should smack them in the face. Are you kidding me?
We're going to put you in contempt in court. You're going to spend about 10 days in jail. Get out of here.
Paul Scott got CT. If he take that shit.
Yeah, some people I'm sure we're going to talk about.
It's coming.
Douchebag.
It's coming next.
I was sure that we were going to talk about his douchey ass, but
since you brought it up, good segue. Let's skip Bayless tweet. I just stopped answering people on it. I don't get why people don't see why it's insensitive. So I look at this other thing saying you praying. I'm like, that's it. You don't bring up the game when the guy's still on the fucking field. This is what I'm talking about. The guy, it wasn't even 24 hours.
No, it was during while they were still working on him on the field.
Yes, that's what this timing and tone is everything. Now, both of y'all, if one of y'all,
go ahead, Jay. Jay, you can answer this one.
One of y'all loved ones die, right, on the job, and I'm the boss, and I come to you. I'm praying for and such and such and such and such. That's what his first tweet was. But, man, I don't know how the job going to get along without her. I don't know what we're going to do without her. I don't know how the job going to keep going forward without her. And, this do this and say, oh, but that's irrelevant now. How would you take this shit? How would you look at me?
Oh, I would look at you the same way a lot of people are looking at Skip Bayless. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? That's my family member. That's a loved one, and you're worried about how your business is gonna run or how whatever's gonna run. Yeah. It's ridiculous that people are so insensitive.
Look, and I'm sorry to say, I don't see what he said wrong. That's what they saying. It's not.
The dude is fucking insensitive. He's never played the fucking game, so he doesn't know how it is to go out there and put your body on the line. Yeah. Yes, do these football players make a lot of money? Yes, they do. But you're making money to play a game. You're not making money to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? And he's never played. I mean, he might have played Pop Warner or he might have played, high school ball. But Skip Bayless didn't. He was more of a water boy than anything else.
Man, Skip Bayless averaged 1 point in high school basketball. This is what I'm saying about this. I want to tell people, I teach communication as well. I teach nonviolent techniques, so a big part of that is communication. There's 3 forms of communication: verbal, paraverbal, and nonverbal. That's it. There's no other shit you can bring in there. Everything falls under those 3 umbrellas. Verbal is what you say. Paraverbal is your tone. And nonverbal, of course, is nonverbal how you look.
Like your body language.
Body language and, eye rolling and all that. So the tone, since we couldn't see his nonverbal, all you could go is off of paraverbal and what he said. And what you say is not important. It's not. Like I proved it to Izzy yesterday. I can say the same sentence in a nice tone and you'll take it better than I can say the same sentence in an aggressive tone and you're going to want to rip my fucking head off.
But you know what? I agreed with Izzy. With the nice way that you said it sounded more sarcastic that I would have been like, this motherfucker. And
y'all know me, but I'm saying if y'all didn't know how I naturally speak and I come to you and I'm all nice to you and I say, man, great job. And you be like, oh, man, this guy. And I'm like, great job, motherfucker. And then you're going to be like, man, what the fuck wrong with him?
Well,
You know,
I'm from New York, and that's how they would tell you when
that's
you
how they would
when
tell
you
you.
do a good job. Great job,
Exactly.
motherfucker. Keep it going.
See, but look, up north, nice. I found out nice is offensive. Like telling somebody how you doing. I try to that's just like while they walking, like down south, we speak to everybody. Up north, nobody really speak. They just keep going about their business.
Nope.
See, I will come off as offensive being nice. Because I will speak to everybody.
I went to Oklahoma once, and some dude just walked up. We had taken my boys' grandchildren to a carnival, like like in a parking lot at a mall. And I'm from New York, so we're not. I mean, not that we're not friendly, but we're more like, hey, we don't know you like that. This dude came coming up to me like he knew me.
Yeah, that's
from,
stuff.
South, yes.
Yeah, he knew me, like, and of course, eventually I felt comfortable, but at first I was like, "Who you trying to scam?"
It's time these people don't know anything about football. I think it's Pops. Yeah, I think he finally got on doggone YouTube.
Yeah, he got on YouTube because he could curse.
I teach violent techniques, period. I teach nonviolent. Shit. I teach de-escalation techniques, man. I don't want to escalate the shit.
You teach down south method. Pop teaches up north method.
Man, Pop is from down south. Fuck, he teach hood methods. You know what? Fuck it. You ain't listening. Beat his ass. I don't get why people don't see why. And then he goes on TV without Shannon. He was so contrite. He was so trying to look like he's trying to muster up tears.
Hypocrite. Oh,
I am so sorry that this happened. And
I didn't want to do the show.
And then you saw how he lied. He said the people at Fox the day before told him, "Hey man, you might want to check this tweet out." And then when Shannon get there, nobody on Fox told me about this tweet. So
I honestly think Shannon's days are numbered. I think Shannon's about to leave. Like,
you don't need it.
You don't need it.
On podcast. You don't need it.
I honestly think he's gonna. Honestly, I think eventually Fox is gonna realize that, Skip Bayless is an asshole
and he's overrated.
Yes, Skip Bayless is a horrible sports announcer. Him and Stephen A. Smith are in the same boat, along with Jason Jason, whatever his fucking Whitlock. Jason Whitlock. Fuck. They in the same boat. They do the same shit. They stir up shit. They get people pissed off, and then they hide their hand when you jump down their throat. But at least Whitlock is an all-around asshole. He'll stand on his assholeness. So I respect him more out of those three. Because he's an asshole, and I will punch the shit out of him if I ever saw him. Because he says some disrespectful shit. Just cause I will punch the shit out of him. But at least I can respect that asshole.
Yes, he's not.
That's why people look at me when I say I respect an outwardly racist person, because at least you stand on your beliefs, at least you're not being fake to me. I don't respect a motherfucker who go be fake and then behind my back talk dirty. So that's why I don't respect Stephen A. Smith or fucking Skip, because they do that shit. Like they'll say something insensitive, and then when people don't like it, then they be like, "Oh, that's not what I meant," and then they'll stand on it, and then they'll back off it. Then they'll stand on it again, and they'll back off it. That's what they do.
I think that's why they didn't get along together when they were, because they're both the same exact person.
No, that actually made Stephen A. look like the good guy when him and Skip was together. Stephen A. started getting worse until Skip left.
Yes, Skip, he disrespects so many people. It's just
like I watched that video you sent and when he made a comment about that football player, about that coach being fat, I'm like, yo, you don't know, Reed in Kansas City's fat, John Madden is fat, you know what I'm saying?
Et cetera.
Not Russ, what's his name? He used to coach the Giants.
Debo.
Yeah, you got people out there. Why does him being skinny mean anything?
No, it doesn't mean shit.
It don't mean a
Some of
damn
the best
thing.
coaches were fat. What the fuck you understand? Some of the best coaches fat.
I think that eventually either Shannon Sharp is out or Shannon Sharp's gonna end up jumping over that fucking counter or over that table and
He's
hitting.
about to. This man disrespected a Hall of Famer.
He did.
And try to shit on him because this Hall of Famer supposed to be your friend. Y'all say how friendly y'all are, and that's my friend. I love you and all this other shit. You took Tom Brady, your love for Tom Brady, and you shitted on your friend who's a Hall of Famer for somebody that don't even acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Why have Tom Brady acknowledge Skip Bayless?
Not that I've seen.
He don't even acknowledge your presence. And you shitted on your friend, and you gonna tell me that's not what he meant? He know this fucking tweet. That's why he tweeted it the way he did. Because if he reversed his tweet, it would have been better. If you took the last part, put it first, people would have received it better. But he wrote it that way because he knows he's gonna get people talking. And that's the tweet that had the most attention because it was the most disrespectful.
I think that like Stephen A. Smith, they say shit to bring viewers to the show the next day.
You know what happened? You know what happened? People saw it was just him on the show, and people stopped watching that shit. Because people watch Undisputed for Shannon. They do not watch it for Skip.
And I respect Shannon for not being somebody that is, let's say, trained as a in that type of field with interviewing and commentating. He does prepare very well. Yeah. Like he'll bring you facts. Where I just think that Skip Bayless says shit to pull that viewer. Oh, you heard what Skip said on the show yesterday? You know, we got to watch it tomorrow to see what's going to happen or whatever.
Yeah. It's just like Skip Bayless. What qualifications do you really have to speak on sports? Like
he's a journalist.
He's a journalist.
Journalist that chose sports to be his main subject. You know, the main subject.
He don't live in reality, bro. Like his shit is all opinion based. Mm-hmm. It don't be facts. He be saying it's not facts.
Yeah, like you're right on that one.
It don't be facts. Same thing with Stephen A. Smith. That's why they bring an athlete next with them to bring facts, because these journalists be bringing a damn opinion.
Or they bring in Kimberly Martin.
They always got to have a woman in the middle to mediate.
Yeah, but how many women have been on his show that have left?
A lot. The girl's sticking with him though. But I'm just saying, if you can't see how that was insensitive to people, and if the athletes, I have not seen one athlete come to defense on that tweet. All the athletes are like pissed off, saying "fuck you," do this. I think we need to worry about the athlete, because look what the athletes are saying. I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna get mad at me. You can't, if you agree with Skip Bayless, you can't get mad when Donald Trump say what he say.
No,
say why.
Can't do it.
Why? Because Donald Trump's fucking rhetoric affects certain groups of people, not everybody.
I agree with that statement.
It affects them greatly, and they feel very offended. Athletes are a group of people, right? That's how I know they're humans. Skip Bayless' rhetoric affecting the athletes instead of us, saying, you know what, these athletes are maybe feeling something about this. Maybe Skip Bayless needs to apologize. No, we want to get on there and say, suck it up, you bunch of crybabies. And instead of saying, well, maybe he did offend them. Let's find out why he offended them. So next time the next racist who come in office shits on your race and you agree with Skip Bayless, I don't want to hear it. Because I'm gonna say you back to this. I say because Skip Bayless basically shit on athletes all the time. Athletes are humans too. I don't care if they're rich or not. They're humans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to use your same flawed logic, then I don't want to hear you complaining. When it comes to your group of people, your race, or with your occupation or whatever group gets affected and it's you, I don't want to hear it. Because I'm going to say, fuck you and your feelings. I agree with that motherfucker who's shitting on y'all. Because you're shitting on these athletes who, you think about it, my uncle played in the NFL. He told me before this injury happened how shady them motherfuckers are. He told it to me. He told it to me that they're trying to cut their pensions. They're trying to cut their medical costs, their medical shit.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is happening. Damar only been in the league 2 years. He's not eligible for a pension. So if they follow the letter of the law, he gets shit.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He doesn't get a pension. He doesn't get shit.
We're not talking about that though. We talk about prayers for Damar. Oh, what we gonna do for the playoffs? We're not talking about this guy might not even have medical care, in a few months.
Yeah. He might not, after a while, when everything dies down,
Yes.
He's going to get that big fat bill.
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, how the hell am I going to pay this shit?
And it's not like he was a star player. This dude he had a $120K signing bonus. I think he may be making $800K.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure the Bills are going to pick up that tab.
Hopefully. Say hopefully.
Hopefully.
We don't look right now. It sounds nice. You feel me? Because everybody got the attention on it. It's when the attention is gone off it, when the next thing happens.
Yeah, give it about 2 weeks and next.
As soon as he start walking, I guarantee you won't hear no more about Damar Hamlin. Unless you're in Buffalo. If you're not in Buffalo, you won't be hearing no more about him leading. They will not, I guarantee you, they will not lead with him once the playoffs start.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe after the season more than a couple of weeks. I think that this is something that they're going to address in the
playoffs start. All we're going to hear about is the fucking playoffs. ESPN and Fox News, Sports News have the same cycle. They do the same shit. You ever notice when something tragic happens, they'll talk about it for like a week, and then the next sporting cycle happened. Oh, they flood it with that, and then something else happened. They'll talk about it for a while, and then they'll flood it with that. Once he starts getting better, let's say he walks tomorrow, they're gonna lead with that, right? And then he starts getting better, and he lives a productive life. You're not gonna hear no more about Damar Hamlin.
I think we will, only because that's gonna be stuff like the same way they're coming up with new helmets. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he back on Facebook shit. You need to stop switching.
What was it that Skip Fully said, or was it the straw that broke the camel back with him? Was it what? Yes, it's both.
Both.
It's both. Let me tell you why it's both. Another factor in communication. Your past comes into how people perceive you. A person like if Mr. Rogers came and told you some fucked up shit, you'll probably laugh it off because it's Mr. fucking Rogers.
Well, get the fuck out of here.
Now, if Donald Trump come to you and tell you some fucked up shit, you're going to swing on him.
And you're going to believe it.
I guarantee you're going to swing on him. You could say something that makes sense, but it's the wrong message and people going to perceive it wrong. And it's what he fully said, because it's like 3/4 of the conversation was about the fucking NFL. And then he gave you one line that said it's all irrelevant. No. You went in great detail. So it's obviously relevant to you. Because you wouldn't have went in that great detail. You could have just put, the playoff picture is now cloudy because of this tragic incident. But right now, football doesn't matter. Only that matters is Damar's life.
You would think a guy that's doing this for years would know how to word his words where it wouldn't bring him controversy.
That's why it's deliberate. He did that shit deliberately.
Yeah, to bring people to watch the show Tuesday.
We watched the worst scene play out on the field. Nobody cared about. Yes, nobody did care about the game. I'm like, fuck, why they still showing this shit?
Yes.
I was mad at our local news because they showed the hit. And most people was not showing the hit. They showed the hit. Now people got to relive watching that shit. Man, come on. Why hasn't Shannon swung on Skip? Because let me tell you this. Shannon is black. That's an old ass white man. The optics on that will be bad. So
yeah, it would make
Nick. We've asked that question.
In the grand scheme of things, it would make Shannon look
bad.
Worse out of the
situation. Him look bad. It would look bad on Shannon if he swung on Skip. But he needs to verbally assault Skip.
No, I think that he's getting sick and tired of it because of the way he reacted when he was trying to do his little promo. And of course, Skip can't let nobody talk without putting in his 2 cents. He was like, all right, let's go on to the next thing. Like, let's not, I'm not going to go back and forward with you about this.
Yes.
You know, he said, I didn't like what he wrote. I wish he would have taken it down.
He didn't let him finish.
No, he didn't let him finish. And I'm sure it would have been something, saying, well, that's your opinion. You do whatever. But no, Skip got to be like, I'm not taking it down. Absolutely. As far as I knew, Fox, everybody here didn't have a complaint about it. You're a bullshit liar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Fox don't want that drama. They don't.
Fox got enough issues.
Exactly.
Got that right.
Exactly. I totally agree with that shit. And honestly, I don't understand why that dude still has a show. With all the times that he's made, all the comments that he's made, and I know it's freedom of speech, but it also, that's a product of your, you know what I'm saying? His show is a product of your company. And if he's going to bring that much controversy all the time, why is it, is it because Fox likes the ratings?
Yeah.
Apparently,
like in this situation, like, look, I'll use Dana White. Dana White goes out with his wife on New Year's Eve, smacks the shit out of her. Not even 2 days later, TBS was like, you know what? We're not going to do your little smack show that you're coming out with, and we're not going to do it no more.
I'd like to know why no one's bringing up that she smacked him first.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because
I know it don't matter, but
and in my opinion,
what you do,
I want to see the shit on tape if she smacked him first. Because I honestly think she's trying to take the heat off of him. So she'll be like, oh, maybe, I hit him first and then he hit me. Blase. We were drinking too much.
It's an excuse, but just.
You know what I'm saying? I think that she's trying to take the heat off of him because that is a big thing. Domestic violence. And it always seems domestic violence with people that
hell, it got the Texas coach fired.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that he could get fired, but TBS did what they did what they thought was gonna hurt him, and that was, listen, you got this little smack show coming out now. You're gonna have to find somebody else to do.
He never mentioned him by name. He didn't. Talking about Skip, never mentioned Damar by name at all. Why the hell we need to tweet during the scariest moment?
Because everybody does that. Oh my God.
But but most people was like prayers for Damar. Not Skip. Skip wrote 4, 5, 6 tweets. And people and like, man, you don't have to tweet that much. Like I did it for the Venom and Smoke podcast page. I just put prayers for Damar's and I put his number up. That's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do nothing or speak on nothing else. Just pray for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you let me through? Yeah, that's what he's saying. Can you let me get through my monologue? It was like that's another thing. His body language. If you didn't mean no harm by it, right? Why are you so defensive?
Well, yeah, it looked like he got angry when Shannon said, "I was hoping that he was going to delete the tweet," and all of a sudden you heard ruffling of papers, and he was like, "Well, I'm not
That's
going
all
to
you
delete
heard. That's what you heard.
Yeah, I'm not deleting it.
I'm not deleting. Well, he's like, well, the people at Fox, nobody told me nothing. But why are you getting defensive?
I think somebody says something. And I think somebody says something, and then they must have told them, Shannon's not here, so let's just go with the show the way it is. And when it comes up to tomorrow, they must have told them, nothing's gonna be talked about. And Shannon wasn't gonna keep his mouth shut.
Hell no.
No.
Shannon know how to do that.
But I think that Shannon is 1 foot out the door. And I think that if there was enough pressure put on Fox, I think that show would be canceled. If you put enough pressure on them.
Right. Man, let me see. Let's see what Nick said. He felt that comfortable doing it in public. God only knows in private. But it's not it's the second time in 2 weeks in a week, I could say, he fucking disrespect Shannon Sharp on that show.
Yeah.
It is time for him to look who's here. Look who's here. Look who's here.
You're telling me, hold on a second. You're telling me at 1:20 Saturday morning, the four of us are together?
Oh, wow.
Well, it's still 12:20 over here. It's still 12:20 over here.
Okay.
It's still Saturday.
Hey,
It's still Saturday.
you know what?
Doc is on Pacific time, bro.
Before we even get to shout outs, let me just get this quick shout out to the month of December for kicking my tail royally. I mean, bro, hey,
Right, you wouldn't have
a
got
lot of things catching up with me, so I apologize for being late, fellas. Thank you for allowing me to come on. And
bro, you wouldn't have got on if I didn't look down at the thing. I thought you were still watching. You wouldn't even got on until I looked. I said, "Shit, it's 4." Shit. I said, "I haven't been drinking that much."
Whoa, look at that.
Where you at? Fuck.
Yeah, that was just a surprise.
Yes,
That he showed up.
Yes, sir. So I was watching the whole time. I was watching everything, like even when it started. I was getting this stuff together and I was watching, so I'm pretty much caught up to speed,
Back on Facebook, we know Pops just Oakhurst.
Yeah, Pops, we know.
Just Oakhurst. Y'all know what Skip truly is.
A douche.
A hypocrite. He won. He's a hypocrite.
I mean, I'm not going to say that he's racist or anything like that. I just think he's fucking stupid.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
So that's his bread and butter. His bread and butter is to be, controversial. And I wish I could have brought up. I wanted to show a commercial from ESPN with Stuart Scott when he was coaching Keyshawn Johnson and Kobe. It's like the first thing you gotta do is have controversy. Controversy creates money.
Oh yeah, and I remember that.
I wish we could mark that for our show, because
I might have to do that.
That's what guys like. And I find Stephen A is very controversial. Like when it was Stephen A and Skip, I was like, you know what? I like Skip controversy better than Stephen A's, because Stephen A would be like, so they back cool now?
No, that's the Death Row picture.
About to die. Oh man, oh Lord. But I would prefer Skip's controversy versus Stephen, because Stephen seemed like he was always anti-hero. Whoever's the hero in sports stories, it seems like Stephen A would go against that. And all until you get to LeBron, that's what Skip would have, he would be okay, I'm for the hero until you get to LeBron. Right. So, I was digging that at first, but then with Skip and Shannon, I mean, I don't really watch the show like that. I get the highlights of it. Whatever people share on their socials.
It's a better show than First Take.
Like all it really is, like hands down. Because at First Take nowadays, I'm instantly off. Switch the channel. I don't want.
First Take had the better looking women.
You can't get none of my Neeson ratings.
But if you want to talk about straight sports, and it's more Shannon than Skip.
Yes, because he comes with facts.
He comes with facts, but he says it in a real way. So it's like, fuck, it's better. Instead of the same old gibberish ESPN put out.
That, and he's speaking from a side for being an athlete. He knows what it takes to be a professional athlete. He's been through those, those good days, and he's been, on Super Bowl winning teams. So he's going to have the expertise in what it takes and what happens in these locker rooms, what happens on the field, what happens in the front offices, what happens in the culture, such as with, and not to get off track here with Washington. He's experienced all of that. So he got some great expertise.
Oh, it's great.
And the fact that you would think that he's more of a pro because of
I get what Doc was saying. Doc was saying when he was on ESPN, since they had two assholes, he used to be the better of the assholes. Because Stephen A used to be the big ass. Well, it was an asshole always. But yes, he likes the Dallas Cowboys, the Oklahoma Sooners, and Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a fucking hero to some people,
man. Not to me. Fuck that bum.
Not to me, but he's a hero to a lot of people in Boston.
I don't know if he's a hero in Boston anymore, though.
Yeah, nah. You could
those 6 championships will make him a hero. If he go back there today, he leaves the Bucks to go back to New England. They'll have him with their arms wide open.
Because they're expecting another Super Bowl.
Not a chance.
But I'm just saying, I get.
Okay, you get frozen. That's what you get.
Frozen.
Oh no, he's frozen.
He's like, I get.
That's what you get for mentioning Tom Brady in New England. Ooh.
Yeah, that is exactly what you get for mentioning Tom Brady. You knew I wasn't thinking he was a hero. Now, I support the Oklahoma Sooners, definitely. That's been my college football team since I was in high school. But I don't support Skip Bayless at all. I think that he's ridiculous. I think that, he needs to be checked, and I don't think he's been checked. And I don't even think it needs to be, let's say, a Shannon Sharp checking him. I think his boss needs to check him. I think Fox should sit him down and say, listen, we dig the controversy. We dig that controversy causes ratings and stuff like that, but you have to be a little bit more respectful. Like in a situation like that, it was raw. It was rough. Jumping from Raw to the football game back and forward, it was a rough thing to see. And honestly, ABC should have just went to another programming. They should have started the news or whatever it was. They shouldn't have kept it on there because in the grand scheme of things, they weren't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? They weren't going to play that game.
Well, so that got so annoying that he's been down for 40 minutes. He's been down for 50 minutes. He's been down for 58 minutes. Come on. Y'all could have done alternative programming, as you just said. Y'all could have done that. Y'all could have went to the news. Y'all could have went to the news. Y'all could have done something other than that. And it just got repetitive.
I don't think they should have had a countdown, like you said, like, oh, he's been down for 37.5 minutes. And,
like, really?
It kind of started to get
on Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, the Wi-Fi cut me off. They just surged my Wi-Fi out right quick on my computer. But
they didn't have to keep doing
was disrespectful. The countdown was very disrespectful. He was on the ground. Yeah, I don't want to know how long he's on the fucking ground. Get him up off the fucking ground.
Exactly.
So,
get him off the ground.
Backtracking to the actual event itself, because I'll even share what's going on. It's a little personal. So I got in a little late. I can't remember exactly what I was doing on Monday, but our family, we hadn't had our prayer yet. So before I even got to the TV or my phone, whatever, this, that, and the third, I had my entire family together. I'm like, this is the first time that we've literally been in the same place together. And we came together and had a prayer. and leading that prayer. You know, our oldest, he got up and he spoke, and I mean, he's such an amazing young man. You know, I wanted to hear. I was gravitated to all of that, and then, you know, we get into, you know, getting to the game. I think I've switched it to my phone real quick. And literally, the moment that we were doing that prayer is probably about the same time that that hit had occurred. And in my prayer, you know, I'm like, I'm thankful for us getting through the year and praying for, you know, everybody else's families, they get through the year. And I turn that on. I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm talking about right then and right there. And I'm gonna continue that though. Hold on. They kept showing commercials. That was very disrespectful to everyone. That was Pops. I'll give you that. And they kind of had the timeline. They didn't show the play, but they kept saying that this guy had to have CPR. I was like, oh my God. I stopped right then and there and said a prayer, you know, aloud. Because I'm like, dude, that is unheard of in
CPR, yes.
the NFL. Like, they've had stuff, gruesome things that happens, not to the degree where this man literally was dead. The man was gone. There was no pulse.
Yeah.
There was, like, I don't think they had brain activity. Like, because they picked him up and they put him down. When I seen it happen in fast time, it instantly reminded me of, and it's not to be funny, but the exploding heart technique on Kill Bill. Like, the dude literally got up and fell down.
Exploding palm. Yeah.
Like, he got up and fell down. I was like, oh my God. Honest, and it kind of also brought me back to the training I went through, because, you know, in the military, they train us on stuff like that. I'm like, wow, if it wasn't for that medical staff, they would have had that breaking news. It would have been breaking news that
yes, it would have.
When he got to the hospital, and when they say they got him there and they found the pulse, I'm like, yes, he got a chance. When the next day came, I knew that his steps was already ordered. I'm like, yeah, he gonna be all right. Like, he still got a way to go, but he's gonna be all right. When they had, you know, when they gave him the second, they literally bought him time by the CPR technique. And thank you once again to assistant trainer Denny Killington.
Yes.
Because he literally bought this man his time.
That's a hero. You know what I'm saying? That's a hero.
That's a hero.
You can't take, you know, if it wasn't that he was trained right and he did exactly what he needed to do, we would be having a different conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? And the fact which makes him even more of a hero is that the dude is speaking. He didn't get, you know, he might have some type of brain damage maybe, but the fact that he was able, like, the first thing, what did he ask?
Whoa, she uses the government.
Oh, damn. Ooh,
she used the government. Hey, what's it, Lane? How you doing?
Like, if he didn't do this, the dude could have been brain dead or vegetable. He did a lot more than just save the dude's life. Like, he gave him a second chance.
Yeah. Let me tell you, as a person who had to do CPR on a person before, it is not fun. It's not easy. It's hard as shit. And I got the guy back. You know, I resuscitated him, but he died in the ambulance because you're not all the way successful. But to do that and to make it live, I know that guy feels so great that he did that, because, man, it's hard to do CPR, bro. Like, it's a lot of nerves. You gotta make sure you're doing it right. You might have broke a rib or two, but it is a hard thing, and not everybody built to jump in and help. Yeah. So that guy deserves a medal or something from the president. Shit, get it from the president. He deserves something, because if we don't give out real heroes medals and giving them recognition or something, he need to raise. He need all kind of shit. Because he saved a human life. Yes. And that shit not everybody can do. Everybody can say they'll do it until when it happens. I've seen professional nurses, doctors freeze up.
Mm-hmm.
What made me kind of laugh and not laugh like in a bad way was when he did wake up, tube and all in his mouth. He still asked who won the game on Monday night.
That's an unless you know that's an athlete.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he didn't even think, hey, what's going on here? Why do I have this down my throat? His first question was, who won the game? And the doctor told him, you did, because you won the game of life.
Oh, yeah, he did win the game of life. But
if it wasn't for that assistant trainer, we would be having a different conversation right now.
It'll be a somber note. And for you, Skip Bayless, bro,
punk ass,
I just want you to know, life is more important than football, bro.
Than any sport.
I don't give a shit about how the playoffs gonna turn out. Even with the news that my Saints might be back into it and the Jets might be back into it, even though that it benefits my squad, I don't give a shit. I wanted to make sure the dude was straight first. Then we can get through all this mess of fixing shit.
Shout out to the owners. Shout out to the owners for, I want to say they was unanimous with this, with the scenarios, because it doesn't affect clubs getting into the postseason, but however, how they want to handle the seeding. So if they have, whatever scenarios that pop up, we'll have a neutral site conference game, championship game. So shout out to the owners for getting together on that. I mean, I think they did it sooner than it was released, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But shout out for not complaining, whining, witching, and moaning about this.
Now we just got to find out how many teams are going to be in the playoffs. How this shit going to work?
Wasn't they going to just add one extra spot?
Yeah, that's what they said. But if that's the case, y'all are in. And all we got, I think y'all are in. They say the Jets.
If they add, we would have to win, and I think the Patriots would have to lose.
Yeah, I just know they give you. I just know the Athletic named 3 teams: the Jets, the Commanders, and the Saints are the only 3 people left that can fucking get a chance to get in there.
And I hate to really get in under that circumstance.
I would hate to, but that would be something if your team got in and won it all. That would be.
Yeah.
And then I had to listen to, if the Saints did that, I had to really think Andy Dalton won me a Super Bowl.
You'd have to buy an Andy Dalton jersey.
Yeah.
Yes, I would have to. But the thing is, it could happen because the Saints play the Panthers and the Commanders play the Dallas Cowboys. So it could happen.
There.
It could happen. And I'm like, this is a season that won't die for my Saints. It won't die. It just won't die. You think they're going to lose this game, they win it. You think they're going to lose that game.
This has been a topsy-turvy NFL season. Like, it's really been all over the place.
Yes.
And here's something that kind of gets me upset with the NFL. I've always been pro get rid of the preseason games.
Yes.
It has zero value. Yes, it gets you excited about football, but these guys aren't getting paid. And I mean, what is there? There's no bragging rights there. Okay, you went 4-0 in the preseason. Then what? It doesn't count for anything.
Oh, you talking about like the Ravens do every year?
But yeah, the Ravens, they always go undefeated in preseason, but there's no trophy awarded for that. No. What makes me mad, NFL is all about protect players, protect players, protect players. Let's get the equipment better. Let's get better helmets. Let's get better padding. Let's get better, this, that, and the third. But now you have this incident, and 2 years ago, this would have been the last game of the year. That would have been the last game.
Yes.
Now,
it would have.
You have an incident like this that happens on an extended year. You added
never
a game.
Went up one game.
Now, So my thing is, if you're gonna add a game, add a bye week. Like, just give people more bye weeks. Like, give them 2 bye weeks. Because this is the sport is so brutal to the human body. No one's never going to convince me, and this is looking at it, in a vacuum. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the study of the body like this. However, if I have a human being running at 20 miles per hour to another human being that's running at 15 miles per hour, I think that's still equivalent of a car crash, right?
Yeah, it's a car crash.
You're not supposed to be slamming and bombing bodies like that at that kind of velocity. Like, no one's going to never convince me that that's not brutal and that you can't pay these people for that, because there's money floating everywhere once these individuals, people, men, women, anybody who gets together in a front office, on the field, dealing with these ball clubs, you can't tell me that there's not money being generated to pay these people.
Yes. Let me tell you.
Because you got more money that's under the sun, and to run these networks that you got these contracts with, you can't tell me that nobody can't get paid out here.
Plus, they're going to put teams in Europe. It's going to happen.
They need to go to 20 weeks, and they need to have 3 bye weeks.
Absolutely. You're going to tax these players like crazy if you're only going to give them 1 bye week.
Oh, we need to go to 100 players to a team.
Or increase the roster.
It's not going to work. I'm like, it's not going to work. They have people, to travel to go to England and back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even the fact of them traveling to England. It's the people who living in England got to travel to the United States more than they traveling to England. That is not right. You tried your NFL Europe. The shit failed. They don't give a shit about that football in Europe.
Not on a full-time basis, no.
Not on a full-time. They like that special, we're getting a special game this week. You know what I'm saying? They like that couple of games in the beginning of the year.
Let me tell you, they show up to a fucking Bears game. So they fucking don't know nothing about what the fuck going on, man. They show up to that bitch like it's the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Bears are so great. Yeah, in 85.
Right?
Not shit on the Bears. I'm just saying.
You were shitting on the Bears, Mo. You were shitting on
they're pretty shitting on the Bears. I've been shitting on people all fucking week. This 2023, I guess I've been shitting on people this year.
2023, shitting on everybody.
Listen, I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense. And if you're going to, like I said, you cut the preseason by 1 week. For what? That's when them young people were getting in there working.
I honestly think they should keep the 4 games of the preseason, but only play the young players.
Yes. That's what that's for. It's not for your vets.
Yeah, it's to see what you can build your team with who you drafted or who you bought in or whatever.
And go back to 16 games. It's 17 games, though. Go back to 16 games. Go back to how it was.
We've all heard arguments regarding how people should treat certain games, and then everybody goes and defaults to college rules. Well, college just jumps into it. You jump right into a regular season.
Yeah,
you have, this infinite roster, but you jump right into it. And then when you have the what's that? The overtime games.
But they having like 3 bye weeks in college.
I don't like this sudden death rule. I need something to kind of counterbalance that, because you had the argument with last year's championship game, AFC championship game. It was like,
they did it like Mo said.
What about
I want to
Josh Allen had?
I want to tell that to Dash before we get. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I told you how to do it. Now they're doing it like I told you to do it in the postseason. I said it. I said it, and they did it like I told them to do it.
They changed that shit because of how that game went. Like
that game left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, bro. It's like that's a game they should have made. They should have thought that on the fly. Like, look, yo, this is one of these special games, yo. We can't let it end like this.
You're right.
At least let them get the ball back once. That's how overtime should be. You should be able to touch the ball once.
In a championship game, they should have did just like they did that Raiders-Patriots crap when the tuck rule. You sit here and bought out this ancient book. You sit here and dust all the cobwebs on you. Well, according to rule in paragraph Rule 52 in paragraph 1BA, it says that if he tucks the ball in, what the hell? We ain't heard nothing about
We
that.
ain't never heard
40,
that.
50 years. We had football. We never heard about this, but all of a sudden we got to make we got to dust this rule off. You should have did that for that championship game. You'd be like,
Well,
well,
there's
according
so
to
many
rule
rules in football we don't know.
58A
who was it?
or
Who was
58
it that benefited off
subsection
of that?
G.
They got a rule. I think if you fair catch it, you can. It's like you can fucking kick it from a tee through the field goal and get 2 points. It's like there's pointless rules in that shit. If you fair catch it on something, you get
many of them.
It's so many you get so many rules that they don't use. That's why people went crazy
and that's
when
why they
Bill
get together
Belichick used the drop kick. People didn't realize what the fucking drop kick was. Like, what the fuck is a drop kick?
Yep. What is this? Like,
that's 2 points.
That's why they had the competitive committee.
Who did it? Flutie did it.
Competition committee. So
yeah, it was a drop kick.
So I want to utilize this.
It's right between the uprights. It's 2 points if you drop kick.
Yes.
And when the last time you seen a drop kick? Bill Belichick reads the rule book. I'm like, why more people don't drop kick?
And I'm sure Bill Belichick called the commissioner because him and the commissioner are butt buddies and was like, yo, can I do this? Yeah, all right. Take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? And he did that shit.
This game.
And they like Doc said, they opened up the damn book and they cleared out the cobwebs. It's like, no, it's a rule. You can do it.
Now there's people that talk about they don't need an 8-team. I'm like, you need to do something because the AFC is unbalanced. So to balance it, you need to do it to make up that game some kind of way. Because that's not fair. One team plays 17 games, one team plays 16 games. It's not fair. So you have to. I would have did me. I'd have called it a tie. It's fucking tie. Treat it as a tie. That's one way you could have kept it the same. It's a fucking tie. Call it a no contest. It's a tie.
Well, and that's the thing. They wanted to exhaust all options, and I was advocating for a draw. I was advocating for a draw.
It's a draw,
but it doesn't affect just those two teams. It affects, I want to say 5.
Yeah, and we know it's been legal with how many people use drop kicks.
Matter of fact, when Flutie did it, it was the first time since 1941.
Since 1941. Man, the last time I heard a drop kick was longest yards with Burt Reynolds when he was
41.
when Burt Reynolds was fucking Paul Crew. That's when the last time I seen a drop kick live.
Yeah.
41 was 80 years ago. Wow. There's no way. So that game affected more than the two teams that was participating in it. Because I want to say it affected the Chiefs with seeding. It affects the Bills with seeding. It affects
Ravens.
Cincinnati with seeding. The Ravens and
half the damn AFC playoff picture. It affects
pretty much, and everybody else that's in the East. So the divisions as well. So it affects the NFC, the AFC. I'm sorry, the AFC East with the Bills. The Bills already claimed the division, but
they was running away with that division. Yeah, they was running away with that division.
And
Miami choked. Miami kept
the Ravens.
It's not Miami choke. Miami's
right.
That Tua, too many hits to the head.
Yeah, he's gonna be the next. He's gonna be the next one that they're gonna be performing CPR on the field with if they don't protect him better.
Well, they're supposedly coming out with a new helmet now that's going to bring more padding to the back of the head.
But that means it's going to be heavier.
He's hit his head like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he's gotten his concussion, it's been like, what do they call that shit? Whiplash. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he's gotten his. And don't get me wrong. I bet you by the beginning of next season, there's going to be a new shoulder pad. And it's going to be more padded, more lower to your chest plate, down on your chest plate, and more padding. And maybe they're going to get rid of the shoelaces.
For Tua,
you might get some straps and shit.
They
But they're
need
going
it.
to change that
They
shit.
need it. The
For
shoelaces
Tua, I
need to
think
go.
that's irrelevant. For Tua, I believe that's irrelevant for the mere fact that this is his third concussion this year. So one way or
He's
the
supposed to
other, I
stop
think he's
playing.
kind of more susceptible to having a concussion. And
But if you have
I
3
want to
concussions in a
say,
year, that's bad, bro. You
Yeah,
need
that
to go
is not
sit
good.
down.
that is bad. That's
You need to
super
sit
bad
down if you have
because
3. You get one more, that's
you're gonna
deadly.
go. He's gonna wind up going either next year or the year after. He's gonna go these next couple of years. Hopefully, I pray not. That he's gonna get in his car one day and he's gonna forget exactly where he was going, and he probably is gonna be driving to his house or driving to the grocery store,
But this
and
man
it's
had a
gonna be
seizure on
one
the
of those
field,
moments.
bro. He had a seizure on the
He
field.
did. He did.
He should
He's
not
gonna
been
have to
playing
consider.
no more this year.
When he
He's gonna have
got
to
up
consider
and he went to take a
sitting
step
out
and
or
he did
retiring.
that, when he did that little woozies, I would have been like, "Nah, you out." And the fact
Go.
that they brought him back, to me, he should have been out more than the what was it, a game?
Tua should have been out the whole year once he caught a seizure. The man was throwing gang signs on his back.
Yeah, yeah, he
That's
was.
a seizure. When you can't control your hand movements, that's a fucking seizure.
Talking about his back. I don't care if it was your back.
There was
I
no
got your
damn
helmet.
back.
You
I
can't
know a
find it.
seizure when I see a seizure. I didn't see
How you
people
look it on the
seize in
field
front.
if I got your helmet?
This mother was on the ground shaking like a fucking piece of bacon, and you gonna tell me he ain't fucking seizing? This is back. Whenever you see his back, somebody say, "Oh, my back," and start doing this on their fucking back.
Yeah.
like literally, most people roll over on their stomach, be like, "Ah, my back," hold their back. They don't fucking
even
stay
have to
on their
be-
back, seizing up. That's why they call it Caesar.
You don't even have to be
Seize up.
medical staff. If you one of the coaches, not even the head coach, if you're an assistant coach, go take that dude helmet and go throw it in. I don't care where you throw it at. Go throw it in the audience. Go throw it in the
It's
crowd.
like that
because
Patriots
he ain't
player,
coming back out here.
Devontae Parker. It took for a teammate to fucking get the attention of the fucking refs to say, "Man, this dude got a concussion on the field." This dude was about to play. He was all woozy in his stand. He was about to play.
Dudes, hey,
If it wasn't for Nelson Aguilar, that man could have got killed.
Yep.
But we want to protect the NFL. We want to protect the shield. They don't even protect themselves. Where was the spotters? Didn't we supposed to have
that's Roger
concussion
Goodell with
spotters?
that bull crap. Protect the shield.
Fuck the shield. Because I'll tell you what the shield did. The shield basically tried to shit on my family. My family gave 10 years to the fucking shield. And they shield trying to cheat him on his fucking shit. Good thing he well enough to do on his own, but they trying to cheat him on his shit. Fuck the shield. The shield don't do nothing for nobody but the shield.
Yep. They look out for each other. It's all
They
about
look out for each
mighty
other.
dollar.
These players, especially them older players, put their bodies through way more than these younger players. And they don't pay these older players shit. Most of them look like shit. Look at Earl Campbell. He look like shit.
Yeah.
It's rare that some of them older players even can walk now. I'm thank God my uncle played cornerback.
And a damn good cornerback at
Put it
that.
this way. And you know how he ended his fucking career? He told me. He said he was in a fucking fog bowl when they played Chicago, and his fucking finger got caught in the jersey and they almost got ripped off.
Oof.
And then he tried to come back. He was wanting retirement. He tried to come back, and Tampa wanted him. He like, man, fuck that. I ain't going back. That's what Tampa was horrible. He thought about it. He's like, fuck that. I ain't going.
No, thank you.
That's how my uncle had to leave the
Let me
NFL.
backtrack y'all real quick. Let me backtrack y'all real quick. So y'all was talking about Buffalo and not taking care of Damar when this is all said and done in about 2 weeks or whatever.
We say we hope.
I'm not gonna say that for
We
Buffalo
hope.
because Buffalo is a
We hope they take care of
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but Buffalo is a pretty classy organization. Now, you know they're fan favorite. They're their favorite son, Jim Kelly, he's a warrior with his cancers and his illnesses that he's had. I can guarantee you, the Buffalo Bills win a Super Bowl. Jim Kelly and his family will receive rings. Like you could just hang that up. Like they're really classy when it comes to their fans and their alumni players.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying.
I'm not speaking. I don't know Damar's future plans. Yeah. I honestly feel that he might step away from the game.
You need to. You don't need to be on the field.
Whatever happens moving forward, he'll have the support. He'll have the full support of not only the organization but that entire community.
I'll put it this way: he don't need to be strapped up no more. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Okay, if he can run.
I wrote that out. I put that on my Facebook. I said I'll be surprised.
You don't need no more bullshit. You don't need that bullshit, man. You don't need that going out there and getting hit again. Because you get hit again, he ain't getting up if he get one of those again.
Yeah.
Most people get a second heart attack. That's the one to take them out. You don't need that bullshit no more, man.
Yep.
Look, live your life. Fuck football, bro.
I hope that he actually finished college and got his degree. So at least he has something to fall back on. If not, hopefully he can go and get his degree. So then this way he could live life. Or Buffalo maybe will look out for him and throw him a little job.
Look, he already got $4 million from GoFundMe. They hit the GoFundMe, and Chris Jericho and others have donated to it.
Mm-hmm.
You got $4 million in the GoFundMe, so you got $4 million already in his pocket. You feel me? But leave football alone. That's a shame that strangers gave him more money than the fucking NFL did. And I'm just saying, I hope that the Buffalo Bills owner stays classy.
Yes.
Because if if it was Dallas, that dude would have been on his ass. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Jerry Jones would have had that dude on his ass as soon as the heat would have went off.
Yeah.
And we know. Look at all the Dallas Cowboys that had mental health issues. Like, look at Marion Barber, who died. You ain't hear Jerry Jones helping Marion Barber out when he was homeless and shit?
Nope.
There's a lot of them. Leon Lett when he was on drugs and shit. All these other, understand, if it was on the Cowboys or somebody else, they was not going to help that dude out. Especially if it was one of these old owners. We know if he was in Washington, they ain't going to help him out. We fucking know if he was in Washington, he wasn't going to get helped out. As soon as the heat would have went off, they'll say, oh yeah, cut his benefits. So like I said, I hope and I pray that fucking Buffalo honor their commitment and just take care of that dude, man. Because you're going to have to pay him anyway because he was playing out his mind and shit. So you're going to pay this dude anyway. Just out of your commitment, Buffalo, and just stand by this dude. Because we don't know. He might be fine today. And then that shit turn tomorrow because these things are tricky. How many people was fine? They recovered from a major heart attack and it was fine today. And then tomorrow, some shit happened. The body is funny that way, man. Like, dude, I'm happy he's here today. I'm just praying that he get healthy. That he stays. Football should be the last thing on this dude's mind because I'm like, you go back on that field. You go back on that field, man, he get hit. Bro, nobody can't go through that again, man.
I really don't know if the NFL would clear him to go back on the field.
Nah, he can't come back. He can come back as a coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he didn't get a degree and he doesn't really have anything to fall back on, maybe Buffalo can hook him up with a job in the front office, or as a coach, and then hopefully that if he ends up being a coach at Buffalo and let's say things don't work out there, that somebody else will pick him up and make him a coach on their team.
Yeah.
Then he could turn
I don't
around.
think
He's young enough to learn coaching and even end up as an NFL coach 10 years down
Come
the line.
on, man. Look at the dude from Miami. He don't know shit from sugar, and he's the coach for Miami.
A black man, if you will.
Man, look, y'all gonna stop that bullshit. I ain't drunk enough to. Y'all gonna stop that bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
The whitest black man I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, I've seen some mulattoes in my life, but he's a little bit too.
He's the whitest mulatto I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what I was. He's the whitest mulatto.
Everybody on this podcast is more black than that dude, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking sorry.
Damn.
I'm gonna pause that thought right here and right now because first of all, look at Jeff Saturday. Jeff Saturday was literally doing exactly what we was doing 5 weeks ago and landed into a head coaching job.
I mean,
and Jim Irsay already committed. I'm not saying he's going to be the long-term solution.
yes, he's going to be the long-term coach. It's Jim Irsay. We know.
But Jim Irsay said, I'm standing by the dude. So if Damar goes into coaching, I highly doubt that they're going to be like, yeah, we'll see you, down the line. I don't think they'll do it that way,
Yeah, I'm just saying, man, the NFL had a lot of shit going on. I see you with the Giants jersey, but one of your Giants players caught a lot of heat for snow angel.
Lord.
He snow angel that person who was fucking hurt.
Yeah, that was very, very. I would call that very unprofessional.
I'm just saying, he didn't know, but I'm like, make sure.
Hold on. While the man was doing his snow angels, he hit the quarterback a few times. So I don't want to hear he didn't know about that.
Oh well, yeah.
That's what he did was wrong.
I'm going off what he said he didn't know, but next time you might want to look over before the snow angel shit.
And then they showed him out when the play was over. They showed him out of bounds, and
he did this. He did the go to sleep.
They go to sleep. So
he did know.
He knew.
And I'm just saying, man. I understand, but man, when a person hurts, you got to stop.
Yes. This ain't the 70s and 80s where you can do that shit.
They didn't even do it in the 80s because Lawrence Taylor destroyed Joe Theismann's leg, and he called for help.
He's like, shattered that shit.
Man, he fucking murdered that dude leg.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, come on.
First of all, Lawrence Taylor had to be a very incredibly strong human being because the amount of pounds of pressure you have to put on a bone to destroy it like that.
Like, he didn't break it.
Definitely don't want to get on that.
The dude was on an 8-ball of coke, man. That's how they played back in the 80s. He went in, sniffed this shit up, came out, made that hit, and got scared he was gonna get caught on murder. You know what I'm saying? He took out one of the pretty boys of the NFL. Joe Theismann back in the day was the man.
They say Lawrence Taylor played with STDs and coke. I can't fuck with Lawrence Taylor, man.
Yeah, nah, y'all keep that, baby.
He was a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I'm like, man, that man was drinking penicillin on the sideline, man. Penicillin and coke. That's what he was doing.
Because
I'm saying, in light of what happened now, yeah, that was not a good look.
No, it's not.
Especially now, because that happened Sunday. That was the big story Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Now that happened, now you look like a fucking jerk. He's a rookie, he's going to learn, but it's like, dude, I guess you can say less disrespectful sack dances. You can dance. Some people dance. Some people like Cam Jordan do the levels thing, stuff like that. It won't look disrespectful, but you do a snow angel next to a person that's knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to end up banning these little celebrations. They have a time limit on them now. Now it's probably getting to the point where it needs to be addressed even more.
They're not going to do that because there was a no fun league when you couldn't celebrate. Then people complained about that. The thing is,
here's the thing. You don't see that with ball clubs. You don't see that with ball clubs with these older head coaches. If you have a coach that's been in there and established for maybe 3+ years, you don't see stuff like that. Because dude would just take you right then and there. They say, bro, don't even worry about it. You're not gonna see the field the next game. And I don't care about losing games. I mean, thankfully players buy into these type of coaches and they'll still want to win because
I'm hoping that Dayball chewed his ass out for
it. Hopefully it comes down the line because you got to act like you've been there before.
Exactly.
Like, y'all won 5 games last year? I didn't keep count. Like, forgive me if I'm wrong. 4.
I think it was 4.
Well, I think it was
4 games last year.
Yeah, because remember we had that bet last year.
Oh yeah, it's just like Kayvon Thibodeau. Come on, man.
Come
the
on.
Snow Angel one. You know you popped his ass good. You ain't had to do the Snow Angels.
Yeah, really. Come on.
It's Nick Foles. Come on, man.
Act like you've been there. And you still.
It's not like you sacked Pat.
Y'all already got a spot, don't y'all? Y'all already got your spot.
It's not like he sacked Mahomes or Allen. It was Nick. Come on.
Because you know what's going to happen, right?
Come on.
You know if he get run over or a play happens on him, somebody going to get on the ground and hit the Snow Angel on him, right?
Oh, yeah. It's going to happen.
It's coming.
It's coming.
And I'm like this, the Giants are in the playoffs, but y'all play a higher seed. So I'm thinking you might not want to Snow Angel your ass off. You might want to start working.
That's exactly where a moment like that gets met with another moment. It's going to happen on a bigger stage. It's going to happen
right now they would play, I believe it's San Francisco.
Oh, they're going to get punched in the fucking mouth. I am sorry. That's the worst team y'all could play because they don't really throw the ball that much. They just go punch you in the fucking mouth.
As it currently stands, because
the only way they don't play San Francisco is if they beat the Eagles.
Who's going to beat the Eagles?
If the Giants beat the Eagles and the Cowboys win.
Nah, I'm just saying, bro. Jalen Hurts coming back this time, bro. Jalen Hurts, he ain't losing. He ain't losing that shit.
So yeah, the Giants already got this spot. There's nothing more they can do.
They can't improve, and they're stuck. So
the thing is if they're gonna add this 18, that's gonna make me go into the game this week more special. Ain't this some shit? I thought my season was over. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. You know, fuck it. Let's look at who the next draft pick. And these NFL coming and they won't give me hope and shit. Like, don't give me hope.
Hell,
don't give me fucking hope.
The Dolphins can get in.
Yes, I think it's the Dolphins and the Jets.
No, it's the Dolphins.
I got a thing from the Athletic.
And the Steelers. They're the last 3 teams left.
No, I looked at it. They had the Athletic posted something, and it was like it said the Dolphins. No, it said the Jets, Saints, and Commanders.
Okay,
that's what they said. It's all it was left. I think because didn't y'all beat the Dolphins?
Well, in the NFC, if the Packers win, they're in.
Yeah, the Packers are in. The winner of the Packers Lions game.
Like the Seahawks can get in and Detroit can get in. Those are 3 teams in the NFC.
Now they say some kind of reason the Saints were in because it was like I think because who they beat the Saints the Saints beat the Seahawks, so they would leapfrog.
They would own that tiebreaker.
Yes, and in some kind of way they own the one over the Lions. It's fucking weird.
Which is mute because if the Packers win, it's over.
Well, the Packers are in as the 7th seed. Then you'll be fighting for the 8th seed. It's weird because they fighting. The Packers and Lions are fighting for the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they have an 8th seed, now you have the Commanders, the Lions, and the Saints are in there.
Well, unfortunately for the Commanders, they're playing Dallas.
And they're playing a fucking rookie quarterback.
They're going to get smoked.
Yeah, that's a
so let's throw the Commanders out.
So, sorry, Andy.
And I don't hold on to the Jets because the Jets are playing Flacco. But I'll tell you this.
But Miami's not. But Tua's not playing. It might be situation. It could be story-ass Glennon playing for Miami.
Yeah, because what's his name?
He does this.
This dude got hurt too. What's his name?
Yeah, that's why it might be Glennon starting.
Yeah, he got hurt too.
Yes.
Hurt, so
it's just weird. We got to find out. They got to figure out who's here. But the Athletic said Jets, Saints, Commanders. will have a way to get back in there. And it's fucking weird.
It is weird.
So if the Saints somehow weasel their way into playoffs and they fucking go on a hot streak, I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Where the fuck was this at all year?
Do you really have faith in the red BB gun?
Fuck no.
All right, then. So stop talking it up.
But I have not have any faith in him the last 4 weeks, but I've been picking him just because they're my team. And they've been not doing the red BB
so far. They 3 so
3-0.
far.
They're 3-0.
So
I'm like, where what the fuck was this during the season? If they went through this in the middle of the season, we wouldn't have no problem right now. We'll be in the motherfucker. You know why they're doing? They're running with fucking Taysom Hill. They're running with Alvin Kamara, and they're throwing on fucking emergencies down. What they should have been doing. I could have coached the Saints to a fucking 10-6 record right now. Fuck.
we should have only lost 6 games. We should have only lost 6 games. I'll take one of the losses to the Buccaneers. I'll take one of them.
I ain't taking that last one. That last one was bullshit.
That last one was bull crap. We shouldn't have lost that one. We shouldn't have lost. Who was that we lost to? That we shouldn't have lost to.
A lot of games.
It really was. It was a lot of games that we were still in.
Should have lost the Browns. We should have lost the Browns. We should have lost to San Francisco. We should have lost.
Hey, I'm gonna blame coaching on that one. That was just you gamble too much. You can't gamble with that kind of team.
You like, the third. Look, you're the red zone 4 times, and San Francisco only scored 13 points. If you score half the times you're there, you win.
Jesus Christ! I'm reading the playoff scenarios right now.
It's
this is the AFC. The Ravens are in, so I'm just going to take it from the Patriots down, and this is according to Fox. Okay, number 7, the Patriots. The Patriots can clinch an AFC third wild card spot with a win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Miami Dolphins can clinch if they beat the Jets and the Patriots lose. I can see that scenario.
That can happen.
Pittsburgh. The Steelers can clinch an AFC third wild card spot in Week 18 with a win and losses by the Patriots, which could happen, and the Dolphins. I'm sorry.
It might happen.
Tennessee. Yeah. The winner of the Titans-Jags matchup gets in. And everybody else is eliminated.
Yeah.
That's complicated as fuck.
Yeah, it's just like I just saw the report about the Athletic talking about fucking the Saints and the Jets and
Saints
all
are
that.
eliminated.
That's good then.
They done. Saints are done.
Good then. But if they added 18, we wouldn't be. We don't know if they're going to add an 18. That's the thing. If it's 17, we're done. If they added 18.
The problem is you still got Seattle, who still has a chance. Detroit,
but the thing is, Seattle, we beat Seattle. So Seattle's out of there if they lose.
And the Packers.
They lose.
Well, the Packers already control their fate. So
yes.
Yeah. So if they lose, I think the Saints own the tiebreak over the Packers because it depends on who we beat and who they lost to. So it's weird. They say the Saints got a path. They can have an 18, but
Seattle.
They have an 18.
Seattle can clinch the NFC's third wild card spot Week 18 with a win. Could happen. And a Packers loss.
It could happen.
Which could happen.
I'm find out who I'm going to pick.
I'm moving to Detroit.
You're going to see who I pick for this one. It won't be the fucking Packers.
I'm picking Detroit. The Lions can clinch with a win and a Seahawks loss.
Yeah, so I don't think
the Lions need help. So the hopefully, because we kind of had this scenario with the Lions and the Packers.
But the Lions win, they're in, ain't they?
No.
The Packers win, they in. The Lions need help.
I think Seattle has to lose.
Okay,
the Lions need help.
I can see that happening.
The Lions, that's the late game. That's the last game. And
that should have been the fucking Sunday night game.
I'll screw that up.
That should have been a Sunday night game. Because that's a win there and game. That should be the fucking Sunday night game.
Who's the Sunday night?
Detroit and the Packers. That's the Sunday night game.
Detroit and the Packers are the Sunday night game.
That should be
the Sunday night game.
That should be. That's what I thought. I thought
definitely, it will be, and it will
yeah,
be.
that's what I'm saying.
But we
I'm
had
glad.
this scenario because I remember
But
I
they
was
had
driving
another
home.
game that they was gonna put as a Sunday night game, and I think they switched it when they found out Detroit and Green Bay is a winning their end game.
It's like, hold on, this guy serious, this guy real. Because I think this affected the Saints playoff seeding. I think it could have gave Saints home field, like could have gave them number 2 or number 1 if Detroit would have beat Green Bay one of these years.
Yeah,
And they had like a backup quarterback playing. And the Lions was up big. It was up like, I want to say maybe 13. I'm like, say, bro, ain't no way y'all gonna get this game up, right? Packers come back and got that second seed, took the last home field. I'm like, bro, I'm super mad about it. I'm like, bro, everybody could have came through New Orleans, bro. It would have been lit. Everybody would have been lit. It's a win-win.
yeah. So it looked like they're only doing the 7 games. I don't know how they're gonna fucking do this shit. They ain't add the 18. Look like it from what I'm looking at on Google. So Lions and the Packers.
I thought it only affected the AFC, so it only affects.
But if you're gonna change the AFC, you got to do the
NFC.
So you can't have an 8 team in.
No, I'm saying so the teams that it affects, it don't affect their seeding. They'll let the seeding go by winning percentage. So it'll just fall how it may, whoever
it's
won this
just like there was just a rumor going around that they're gonna add an 18. I said they had 18, then
I didn't hear that. I heard that
there was a lot of rumors going around saying it was gonna be they floated around adding the 18. So they still didn't know. I think you need to do that anyway. I think you need to get rid of the first round buys, add an 18, and have that bitch like the NBA. We had 16 teams go in that bitch, and we roll through. Start enough with these first round buys.
Yeah, no, because you kind of want to earn that.
Fuck it. No, you get home field advantage.
Yeah, home field throughout the playoffs.
Now that's what they're getting rid of. So let's just say that it falls. Whoever was the first seed anyway, it's gonna be a neutral site game. So let's say if it's gonna be Kansas City and either Cincinnati or Buffalo. It's gonna be a neutral site game. So in any event that any of these teams, any of those 3 teams advance and get to a championship, well, guess what? They're not going to be playing at home. They're going to be playing on a neutral site.
No,
like
I'm
it is
just
in
saying,
college.
like after this year, they could just add the 18, and you got home field advantage throughout the playoffs if you're the one, like in the NBA.
You really want half your league in the playoffs?
Yeah. We seen your trash ass Giants was trash through the regular season, caught fire,
trash?
and won the whole thing.
In the playoffs. Is yours in the playoffs?
Doesn't matter.
Is yours in the playoffs?
I'm talking about the year y'all won it all. Y'all was trash as fucking this in regular season. We lost to a below 500 team in the Seahawks, and we had to go on the road, which is some bullshit.
Another example of Saints fans crying.
Ain't nobody crying.
Crying.
All, that's bullshit. We was 11 and 5.
11 and 5.
And we played a team that was 7 and 10.
So
7 and 9.
So
7 and 9.
In that case, that shit should have flip flopped because one team was way better than the other.
That was garbage, man. That was
but we lost that one. That's fine. But I'm just saying, we seen teams that underperform in the regular season perform in the postseason.
Absolutely.
So I'm like this: about half your 8 and 8. Let them go. What's the difference between 7 and 8? Not much. What's one more fucking team? What's one more fucking team to go in there?
So you're saying the NFL is now hockey all of a sudden?
I'm saying, what's one more team? Make it even. Here you go. Make it even. You don't need to get the rest. Fuck your rest. If we got to play on wild card weekend, fuck your rest. That's how I feel.
Everybody playing on wild card weekend now.
We do disagree.
Weekend. Was he scared? The number 1 seed scared? They're scared now?
Oh, come on. You're telling me that Kansas City is scared? Come on.
Then play on wild card weekend. What's one more team? Then your bottom 16 is trash. Don't worry about it. They ain't make it. If you can't make 16 spots, you trash. You don't need to make the playoffs anyway.
By the way, I seem to recall that the Giants won a Super Bowl as a 6th seed. So
that's what I'm saying. Y'all was trash as fuck in the regular season, and then y'all caught fire in the bowl season.
It's like we just need to get in there.
Think about this. How many times we had a team with a winning percentage miss the fucking playoffs?
It's happened a lot.
That's why I say if you had the 8 seed, you ain't missing the playoffs.
So look, hey, you didn't get.
Think about the Patriots when they went 11.
Shit.
The Patriots went 11-5. You think that team deserved to miss the playoffs?
Yeah,
they went 11-5, man.
Should have won the games that they were supposed to win.
Listen. Most people don't go 11-5. Most people don't win 11 games in the season. Come on, I know we hate the Patriots here.
So somebody be coming in, some of these divisions, you get them sneaking in with 7 wins.
Yes, and then you have a team like Seattle, I think it was the same year, snuck in with 7 wins, and this team 11-5 sitting at home. So you're going to tell me.
Didn't the Cardinals got to the playoffs with 7 wins and made it to the Super Bowl that year?
No, they were good.
Absolutely not.
They were good that year. They had the best record in the AFC that year.
Absolutely not. Them people was hot as fish grease. Them people was hot.
They were good that year.
Was on
the only person who acted trash like that was y'all. Y'all was trash as fuck through the whole year. Y'all stuck in the playoffs and y'all caught blindsided people. That's what the fuck happened. That's the fuck happened.
I get into an argument.
Put that on the Cardinals. Put that on the Giants. That's a giant move.
I get in an argument daily with my pop because I like to remind him that Eli Manning beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did.
And he swears that, like, what do you use, apologies or something? I'm like, say,
was it the defenses that won that game?
That too.
I don't care.
But still, who's the quarterback of the Giants?
Is still haunted by those 2 losses. Brady is still haunted by those 2 losses. He
won the Super Bowl on 2 throws. He won 2 Super Bowls on 2 throws.
At the end of the
day, Manningham's catch was better than Tyree's.
Yes, it was. Whatever they say, he won on 2 big major throws.
I don't know. That
defense was those.
No, if you look at the difficulty, if you look at the difficulty on the Manningham catch, he had
difficulty, but
he had this much.
We going back into last week or the week before. When we was up there talking about who had the greater catch.
He trapped that shit on his helmet, man. He trapped it.
That was a 4th down, if I'm not mistaken, too, right?
He trapped it.
Was that a 4th down? That was a 4th down.
Wasn't the Manningham catch like a 3rd or 4th down, too?
Tyree catch, I believe, was 4th down.
It was a 3rd down.
Manningham, I believe, was a 1st down.
But I'm just saying, they both wanted to help win the Super Bowl, so that
it did.
I'm saying the more difficult catch was Manningham.
It
was like
hands down,
an inch away from the sideline. It was like an inch away from the sideline.
Yes, and
that was a perfect throw. The other one was like, here, let me throw it up. Oh, I caught the shit on my helmet.
Hey, when it was all for the marbles, hey, if you don't catch this ball, you're going home. That's it. There's no tomorrow.
First of all, you should have been sacked on that play, by the way. You should have been sacked on that play.
Yes, he should have been in the grass.
He should have been sacked on that play.
And shout out to the referees for not stopping the play because when you have a quarterback like that,
it's the Super Bowl. Let him play.
He should have been sacked, and then he threw that bitch up, and David Tyree caught it. So if you want to go by who was the better receiver, it was Manningham the better receiver, so he was expected.
Hands down,
Tyree was a special teams player.
Those 2 Super Bowls, I was going for the halftime show. Fuck them both teams. I'm just being a hater.
So, since we was off for almost 2 weeks, I got y'all scores for week 16. Pops went 11-4. He didn't pick the Thursday night game. Pops went 11-4.
Go ahead.
Anthony went 7-9.
Ooh.
I went 10-6. Izzy went 10-6. The hater went 9-7. And Doc went 11-5. By a winning percentage, Pops wins.
Winning percentage, it counts.
I'm I'm protesting Doc's picks because he wasted the last minute. He got to get every. He has to get every injury report. You know what happened to Saturday. You know Saturday morning.
Let me put it this way.
And with this week,
Is it both picked to upset Houston over Tennessee, and Izzy and Pops picked Green Bay over Miami. So, and the hater was the only one to pick the Rams over the Denver.
Oh,
I ain't picking Denver no more, motherfucker.
Yo, they put that ass whooping
They
on
put
them.
the left and right nuts over
and they cost the head coach his job, and rightfully so.
No, that whole team. Put it this way: they offered the defensive coordinator the head coaching job. He was like, "Nah, I'm all right.
I'm good. I'm
He
good.
was like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool where I'm at." They're thinking, "Oh, what's his name is? That's where he's going." Sean Payton.
They're gonna have to give me a lot. They're gonna give us a lot of capital.
We're gonna give you fucking Russ.
No, you can fuck yourself.
We straight on that. We don't even...
Do you guys think Russ is finished?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yes, I think he's finished.
I think honestly, I think that if you ask me, if you look at him, either he's that pussy whipped, or he had something
That got him playing bad, boy.
And he's taking medication. He just does not look like the same Russell.
Let me put it this way: that pussy got him. Throwing interceptions, man. He got more bathrooms than touchdown passes. That's some good pussy. That's what happened.
That's all bad. That's all bad.
Look, if my wife was Sierra, you think I'm worrying about throwing touchdown passes? Fuck out of here.
Now, yes, you're probably high maintenance. He better have that check on.
Got that right.
He got 200 and something million guaranteed. Think I give a fuck about throwing touchdown passes? She's showing him how good he's all right.
If they gave him that guaranteed money, then Denver deserves to be in the shit house for the next couple.
Nobody thought but you that Russ was gonna suck this bad.
Yeah.
And I think he just, I think he just giving it to his wife all the time and not studying no more.
Yeah, they need to put that shit in his contract.
Denver's gonna suck for the next few years.
Denver, first of all, Denver, and here's another thing. When Denver got Peyton and him and Peyton got together, Peyton gave him the keys to success. Like, hey, if you do this, that, and the third, you'll be successful within this team. And I just want to say it was a blip. I'm not going to put it on coaching. I'm not going to put it on.
I would. That coach lost in some games.
I'm just saying I won't. I'm saying I won't. This guy.
I would.
This guy was
Russ needed a regular coach.
He was supposed to be a brilliant mind. I guess they didn't want to go with the experiment. They didn't want to find out for next year.
Show was Josh McDaniels. And you see how that's working in Las Vegas.
Do you guys think he's fired?
He should be.
He should be
without Bill Belichick.
Because whoever stepped in for Vegas, the interim coach for last year, he should have had a legit chance for that head coaching job.
Yes.
For everything that Vegas did to still make the postseason, and after players doing this, that, and the third, getting arrested, killing people,
arrest,
and like you just going, girls going wild.
But they should never put a team in Vegas. One, they should never put a team in Vegas. Vegas is worse than New Orleans. Fuck. You can do what the fuck you want in Vegas.
Because Mark Davis, obviously, he's a party dude. Like, he got a bunch of money. He didn't study how to handle his money. I'm gonna live off this name, and it's showing.
Think about this.
Oakland didn't deserve to lose their football team. Oakland lost their football team twice already. And
if you want to do something illegal, where do you go?
Mexico.
We'll go to Vegas.
I'm talking about in the United States.
Oh,
do something illegal. Where the fuck you going? You going to Vegas?
You go to Nevada. Just Nevada.
Going to Vegas. Fucking in Nevada, period. Prostitution is legal except in Vegas. What the fuck? I mean, fuck. You can do what you want in Vegas. Why would you put an NFL team there?
The money.
I know the money, but you gonna put rich young millionaires in Vegas? Okay.
They'll eat off that. Vegas didn't care. Vegas said, you know what? Ooh.
People don't even go to Vegas games, man. They don't even go to the Raiders games, man. Fuck. Motherfucker just go to people say we going to Vegas. Like when the Saints go there, I'm like, not even go to the games. I'm just gonna go to Vegas. Go to Vegas. Fucking go there with a Saints cap. Mo, you went to the game? Nah, I was walking the strip.
That's it.
Who won the game? Tell me who won the game.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you who won the game. Y'all tell me who won the game, how the game went. Because I'm gonna be on the strip if I go to Vegas. It's nothing to do but party in Vegas. And you gonna put a fucking team in Vegas? Now they talking about putting an NBA team in Vegas? Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
And they worse.
They worse.
Oh.
That's 82. It's 82 games, so that means there's 41 games in Vegas.
41 games.
Fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Man, I can't wait to play Vegas. That's what they're gonna say. Can't wait to play Vegas.
They don't have to redo James Harden contract wherever he decide to play at. They say, bro, Vegas
I guarantee you, if they have a Vegas team, James Harden is going to Vegas. He don't care how shit it is. He going to Vegas.
You have to put it in this contract. Say, bro, you have to leave them clubs
alone. Liquor and gambling. You count James Harden in.
But, yep.
People don't want to see that though. I'm like, Vegas is just a bad spot to put a team. Fuck.
I mean, you can see how the college teams
focus on football when they got women walking around with their titties out.
College teams fell off too. And they don't even get paid yet. And they fell off. They can't even concentrate.
You really want people to focus on football when they got so many other vices in Vegas? Fuck out of here.
So many vices. Like
you want to talk about blitz coverage? You want to talk about packages? Motherfucker, all the packages I'm looking at is that chick on the corner over there. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
I'm about to sell something that's gonna give me these $500. I'm gonna flip this 500. I'm about to get this 500K easy. You
fucking tripping package in Vegas and wonder why Vegas sucks.
Easy.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
You tripping.
But in week 17, Pops went 0-1 because he didn't pick no other team. But he lost to Tennessee one against Dallas. I don't know why Pops picked Tennessee against Dallas. He did. Anthony went 7-1, so he been sucking like his Commanders. I went 10-5-1 because I put the Hamlin game. I gave everybody a tie for it. So I went 10-5-1. Izzy, you went 9-6-1. Hater, you went 9-6-1, and Doc wins again at 11-4-1.
Impressive.
Cheating.
Fucking hater, boy. You fucking hater, boy.
Next year, I'm doing the same shit. Don't ask me for my picks on Thursday. You get them Saturday night.
Fuck, I forgot to even do the Thursday game this week.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris? I'll put it this way. I didn't even do the Thursday picks this week. Fuck it, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. We gonna go 15 this week. Fuck it. You know what I'm just saying? Fuck it.
Well, this week they only have Saturday and Sunday games, so
I'm just saying. Didn't we have a Thursday game this week?
No,
no, we didn't.
It was yesterday, and I didn't watch it.
The last one was the Cowboy. Was it the Cowboys?
Cowboys, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Who gives a shit? First game. We just talked about this today. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs. We just talked about them. Great segue. This is a fucking great segue. That's why I'm laughing.
It definitely is.
Talk about Las Vegas.
Let's talk about Vegas.
So you gonna go with the Raiders or the Chiefs this week?
Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs as well, bro. I'm not about to fuck with this shit. I'm not about to even play with you. A hater, or you going to go?
No, I'm going with the Chiefs, man. I ain't dumb.
I'm just making sure because sometimes you be shocking the motherfucker. I can't write your shit down.
One that'll get you.
I'm just saying, with the hater, I can't just say, you know what, he's gonna go here. The hater might say, yeah, Vegas. I thought about it. I had a dream that Vegas was gonna win this game.
Wait a minute, is Mahomes playing?
Yes, he's playing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're not arresting nobody.
He's still playing. He's still playing for the number 1 seed. Yes.
Yeah.
On a serious note, the world got reminded the power of prayer and it works. Yes, it does.
It does, Chris.
Yes,
it
Chris.
does.
Thank you.
I don't know why this game wasn't first. I don't know why the Raiders and the Chiefs game is first. But the Titans and the Jaguars.
Because the Titans still got a chance for the division, but
Who gives a fuck?
Jaguars.
That winner makes the playoffs. Go Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
going Jacksonville as well, just because I fucking hate Nasty's guts. So I'm going Jacksonville as well.
Nasty, be a man and come back to the show.
I don't hate Nasty's guts, but I'm going with the Jags as well.
And Doc,
make that unanimous because it's gonna be the Jags. The Jags caught fire.
You sure you don't need the scouting report?
I'm
positive.
Man, look, somebody let me know if Trevor Lawrence has an ankle or a foot injury or something. Man, we need to know. We need to know this for time.
He got a hangnail.
Man, we're going to go Browns and Steelers next. Browns and Steelers. I'm going Pittsburgh. I think they caught fire. I'm going Pittsburgh. I'm going with small hands. Small hands,
baby. I've been riding his train for a month, so why stop now? Small hands.
I'm going with Pittsburgh for the mere fact that
all you gotta do is ask and be available when the time is. I'll send you the link. It's no big deal. We're already in the middle of it though. So next show, just let me know. Every Friday, check.
I'm going with the Steelers for the mere fact that Coach Tomlin has never had a losing record since he even took over the team. So the standard is the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh.
And Hater, which one you going?
I'm going with Cleveland, man.
Figures.
Goddamn Hater.
I'm going with Cleveland.
Look, they're gonna make sure in Pittsburgh. They're gonna make sure this man has a massage therapist. So he's gonna be.
No.
Oh my God.
They're gonna make sure he's all right.
Me stuck you a long time.
Oh yes, I was gonna talk about that at the end of the show. That how Tulane beat USC. That's coming up. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
I went crazy. I almost broke my wife's ankle because I jumped up in joy so much.
Man.
And I made the dog go crazy.
Save it to the end.
I made the dog go crazy. It was crazy. LSU is gonna be scary, but it's not fuck LSU. It's about Tulane.
Hey, I was so mad when they called that incomplete. I said that ball did not hit the ground. My children was up there trying to calm me down. They was trying to hug me. I said, kids, I'm all right. It was like, Daddy, calm down. It's just a game. then when they called it.
I don't watch college football games except for Army Navy. But I saw those 2 semifinal games. I'm like, wow.
Real great. We're going to talk about that after we pick the game.
Okay.
All right. Ravens and Bengals. This is just for them. This is for seeding. So Ravens and the Bengals. Is Lamar playing?
Absolutely not.
No, he's not.
He's not playing.
You sure?
So I'm going Joe Burrow.
Burrow, baby.
I don't believe in that backup.
Yeah, I'm going with Joey Burrow too.
It's not about their backup. It's about the Ravens team and how they move forward. And Lamar shouldn't even come in the first place because of this whole situation. Hey.
So I'm putting you down for the Bengals. This is what it sounds like.
Put me down for the Bengals.
I mean, you can finish your point, but it feel like you was going Bengals with the way you were going.
Yeah, I was going with the Bengals regardless. Because Lamar, y'all talking about these guaranteed monies, and if Lamar comes in and let's say he plays hero ball, and let's say something happens, then they're gonna base his contract on, hey, how did you perform in this last game versus his whole body of work before he was even hurt. So yeah, man.
If I was Lamar, I would sit out. And I would not accept any fucking franchise tag.
Pay this man and don't tag him. Don't franchise tag him.
If you tag me, I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna have surgery. If you fucking tag me, I'm gonna have surgery.
But you know something? If you do tag him, that's $40 million.
Yep, and I would not play a down.
Oh, I agree.
You gonna pay me $40 million to sit on my ass?
$40 million
to sit on my ass. I'm gonna sit on my ass and I'm gonna enjoy watching y'all lose without me.
And they will lose without me.
$100 million that I want. At least $250 guaranteed. He gotta have $20 more million than.
Oh, he's gotta have minimum Deshaun Watson money. Minimum.
You need to have more than Deshaun Watson. You need to have
I know. I said minimum.
Guaranteed.
Minimum Watson money.
Ravens let him sit the whole year. Or they try to trade his ass in the middle of the season.
And somebody gonna pay him that money. I know Vegas will pay him that money because Vegas gonna have that mob money.
Football Giants will pay that money.
They ain't trying
paying shit. Y'all gonna pay Daniel Jones because he got y'all to the playoffs.
We're gonna be out of salary cap hell next.
You ain't gonna pay Daniel Jones because he got y'all to the fucking playoffs. That's your franchise quarterback. Deal with it just like I had to deal with fucking Dalton being my franchise quarterback for a year.
Statistically speaking, he's a top 10 quarterback, DJ.
So is Kirk Cousins, but nobody wants Kirk Cousins on their fucking team. I'm just saying.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding
so
dong,
is Andy Dalton. You want to go about QBR? Andy Dalton's the top 5 quarterback.
Really?
Nobody wants him on the fucking team.
Time out. Really?
Really?
Yeah.
He's a top 5 QBR quarterback.
According to the stats, he's a top 5 quarterback?
Yes. His QBR is top 5.
QBR. According to QBR.
Really?
His QBR, not yours.
It's true.
QBR, it shocked the fuck out of me. He's a top 5 QBR quarterback, bro.
Listen, I had to go off on somebody on one of those pages because if they mention Derek motherfucking Carr again, how they said it. If they bring Derek Carr to the Jets, I will cheer for another team until he's not there no more. Because what do you do?
I mean, Derek Carr is not worse than Dak Prescott. They're the same player.
You could have Jesus.
They're the same player. Look at their stats. They're the same player.
You can have Jesus being the quarterback of the Jets, but if you don't have an offensive line, it doesn't matter who it is.
Let me put it this way. Let me piss off Cowboys fans right quick.
Tarkington, they could bring back Johnny Unitas. It would not matter because
he said Frankenstein.
You know what I'm saying? A quarterback isn't supposed to hike and then run for their lives. This is like back in the day when we played schoolyard ball, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and chase out.
Listen, man, I just want to piss Cowboys fans off really fucking fast. Y'all they laughed at me when I said Jameis Winston is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Y'all got Derek Carr. Y'all got the black Derek Carr. They got the same statistics. The same. You know,
if he didn't
think Derek Carr is trash, then Dak Prescott is trash.
If they didn't have that 2-headed monster at running back, Dallas would not be in the play.
Dallas would be 4 and what it is, 4 and 12 right now.
13.
4 and 12 right now. If they didn't have their running backs.
Listen.
Oh, so I'm looking like the hater when I say Jameis Winston is better than Prescott. He is. You put Jameis on that fucking Dallas team, I guarantee you Dallas will win more games.
Andy Dalton's 11.
He 11 now?
Yes.
I remember when we were reading it, they had it printed up.
As of now, it's Tua, Mahomes, Hurts, Garoppolo.
When I saw it last week, it must have been the last game he had. When I saw it last week, he was 5.
And Geno Smith is 5th.
Daniel
Jones is DJ is 13th.
I just put it this way. So you telling me Andy Dalton is a better QBR than fucking Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
And you know how much I hate Dalton.
According to these stats, yes.
So that's why I tell stat heads, stop looking at the stats.
I agree.
Use your eye test. Because if I throw 20 short passes, my QBR gonna jump up.
Yep.
Kenny Pickett's 32nd. Zach
Kenny
Wilson
Pickett is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton and Daniel Jones right now. I'll say it. What I saw against the Ravens, he a better quarterback than those two. I will take him over Dak Prescott right now. At least the kid shows heart.
Fuck Dak Prescott. I said
Look,
it.
at least the kid shows fucking heart. He shows heart.
Who shows heart?
Kenny Pickett with the small hands. He shows heart.
Fuck that bitch. Bitch, fuck it.
I bet you'll take Kenny Pickett over fucking Zach Wilson right now.
Say something. When the offensive coordinator came the other day, when he was interviewed, what were the first things that he said? Well, maybe Zach wasn't ready to play. No, dumb motherfucker. He never played a top 25 team. He played for Brigham Young. He played Utah. He played people like that. And Utah's actually a good squad.
Let me put it this way. You know what the BYU quarterback is doing in the NFL before him? That's Taysom Hill. He's a fucking tight end / running back / quarterback. BYU is not a place I'm going again for quarterbacks. It's not Ty Detmer. It's not Steve Young.
Y'all burned a top 2 pick on him.
It's not Steve Young. He's not Steve Young. He's not him.
I'll tell you right now.
If I played yourself.
What's his name? Manning. He's getting smacked. Peyton the one that got in our GM's ear was like, yeah, he's a good guy. He really throws nice. And
he's Pat Mahomes.
Listen, I'll take Darnold back.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
I would over Zach Wilson. Hell yeah.
I would take Darnold over Wilson right now. Right now, because in his
I would take a roast beef sandwich on rye with some Swiss cheese over fucking Wilson right now.
Reuben, okay. Oh, Reuben.
You better look.
Reuben. Give me a Reuben over him.
You better get yourself a po' boy for your boy.
We need to. I'll take a po' boy over Andy Dalton as well. What? Dressed with no tomatoes because I don't want my ass to reflux to act up.
That's the problem. Is that Andy Dalton makes your acid reflux act up.
He makes my ass itch. I'll tell you that right
now. Timestamp at 2:12. You should use that material about what you really think about Andy Dalton.
He makes my ass itch. That's what he makes me do. Man, y'all gonna stop time stabbing me, man.
212. There you go. 212, baby.
212.
I already got to do the one from last night at 149. I got to do 212.
Yeah, boy. That one right there.
Look, was I wrong? I just want to know who she was fucking. That's all.
That one, I had to gasp out loud. I think my neighbor was looking at me funny. I'm like, yeah.
That was a real question. The thing was, I was sober. I said that shit drinking water, bro. I was drinking water. I was fucking serious. Man, but they got the Vikings and the Bears.
No, you already know. You
going Bears? Okay.
No, I'm not going Bears. I tried to ride his I tried to give him some props. He had a couple of good games, but he's been
the Vikings let me down last week. They did let me down. But I'm going Vikings though.
Yeah, the Vikings let me down last week too. I think I picked their asses.
Yeah, I think all of us did, except for like 2 people. You see?
Because we didn't think that,
everybody picked him except Doc. Except Doc. Doc was the only one who picked Green Bay.
Because he got to see the injury report.
He got the injury report. He found out Aaron Rodgers took his ayahuasca or whatever that shit is. He found out that the Gatorade was green instead of blue. So man, he found it out.
Yep. Yep. I knew what it was.
So whatever. That's funny. That is a good
Man took his hallucinogen mushrooms and he was all
yeah,
right.
he did all that.
He
He
did
got
all
that
that.
information, man.
Hey, I know what it was.
I try to catch him every Tuesday because he does a little segment for the Pat McAfee show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's cool sometimes to watch him because he's got a weird way of seeing things.
Because he's high as hell. That's why he got a weird way of seeing things.
Burnout. He really does. He reminds me of somebody from the 60s that sits there smoking in the whole 9 yards. And I'm not talking. I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers, Pat McAfee.
Motherfuckers Cheech and Chong over there, man.
Yeah, both of them because he be getting just as lit up too. Sometimes Pat McAfee look more Oriental than an Oriental does. He looked more chinky-eyed than Izzy did that day at the drive-in he tried to rat me out about.
Yeah, and then he wasn't even. That's the fucked up thing.
Honestly, I wasn't.
How is he gonna dry snitch and the man wasn't even there?
Myself. I was there. Believe me.
So, Izzy and Doc, who y'all going with? Minnesota or the Bears?
Minnesota.
Don't let me talk you to the Bears again, Doc. That messed you up from having 11-3.
Make that the
No Justin Fields.
I just put down for Minnesota bad. It's okay. We got the Patriots and the Bills. They're playing in Buffalo.
So here's where y'all got me at. I'm going to forfeit my pick for solidarity for Damar. So I'm not picking for that game.
It's not picking.
I'm not picking.
Part of me saying it's going to be emotional, so I'm going to go Buffalo. Because it's going to be an emotional game, and they're going to try to win it for Damar.
I think the Patriots get smoked.
The Patriots always smoke like a fucking blunt.
They're going to get smoked.
In the back of that drive-in movie that y'all was in, it's going to be like that.
Woo! Not smoke like that.
There'd never be that much smoke.
Man, that was like I missed the party.
It was put it this way: when them car doors open, it was like Cheech and Chong. It was like a cloud coming out, and it was
funny.
Cloud. It was a thick cloud.
I'm glad I didn't drive. Woo!
I did. I just don't remember how I got home.
Oh Lord. So hey, we wait on your pick, Buffalo.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
I should know it because you hate New England. So
I would have went with a smarter pick anyway because it's the end of this is like basically the season-ending picks before we go into the playoffs. And I'm
going to keep record on the playoffs. I asked too many numbers to get together. I should have kept them up each week. That's my fault.
It's going to be very emotional, an emotional game. So I think that definitely, I think Buffalo might just like really embarrass the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna put this. The next game, it's Izzy's wife versus Jay. Dolphins versus Jets.
Oh.
You better pick Miami. Because you're going to be on the fucking couch and there'll be no round fucking 2.
I'm going to tell you why I can't pick Miami. Mike Glennon he may be starting.
I get it. Okay, you going? Which
Jets.
one you going? You going Jets? Well, Izzy's no round 2 for Izzy.
Damn.
Hope you enjoy round 1, Izzy.
Might as well grab that pillow and start making it comfortable, buddy.
Don't stop picking against the damn Dolphins, Izzy.
I'm going to go with the Jets only because I've been riding with them. It's the last game of the season. I ain't going nowhere anyway. So I might as well ride with them.
I just think the whitest black man ever just can't get it done. So I'm just going to go with the Jets.
Give me the Jets as well.
There you go.
Especially when you told me Mike Glennon is starting. I'm like, oh,
yes, Glennon might be starting. I'm like, oh.
I think they're already
Bridgewater too. God damn. We got the Buccaneers and Falcons. Fuck.
Do we have to?
Yes,
Yep.
we have.
I'm picking Atlanta. Brady's not going to play the whole game.
I'm like this. They playing in Atlanta, and the Bucks fucking suck. And oh, shit, it's like a fucking. Can I go tie?
Can I defer my
Do you
pick?
want to?
I don't want to go tie, but
Do you
I think
want
Brady
to?
is going to beat Atlanta, just because Atlanta does what Atlanta things. They do Atlanta things.
Oh.
I have to go against that, and I'm gonna go with the Falcons like is.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I this was hard to pick Brady over. They all suck. But the only team winning something in Atlanta is the Georgia Bulldogs.
I honestly don't think that game is gonna be as easy as everybody thinks it's gonna be.
No, I'm just saying, and that's how bad the fucking Falcons are.
They're probably the Bulldogs are probably the best football team in Georgia. You're right.
Matter of fact, yeah. Other than the
Hell yeah.
Braves, they might be the best franchise in Atlanta.
Hell yeah.
So the Falcons kind of got some poison going on with the locker room. One of the wide receivers did some crazy stuff. I think.
Yeah, but Mariota quit on that team. He flat out.
Man, if you're gonna bench me for this old crap ass rookie, I would have left too. Fuck y'all. I'm out.
Yeah, I stopped rolling with Atlanta when I'm not saying the locker room is lost on the coach, but I think a lot of those guys is just done with the season and they ready to get to the all season. Give me the Buccaneers.
All right. We're 2-2. So we're gonna go to the next game. I already know where I'm going with this game. Panthers and Saints. So I'm just gonna put down New Orleans right quick. I think we just cause fuck it. Why not? Fuck, I've been rolling with them. They've been winning the last 3 games. Fuck it. Why not?
Anytime we at home,
you
count me in.
Fuck it, why not? And Doc, I put you down for New Orleans as well. Okay, and the fairest one. Which way you going? I know you're going Sam Darnold, so can I put Carolina for you? Can I put down Carolina for you?
For me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know it.
I am good.
I know we're gonna win. Thank you.
I'm gonna go with Sam because he's been playing a lot better the last couple of weeks.
Carolina because fuck the Saints.
Okay, I definitely know we're gonna win. Every time you say "fuck the Saints," we've been winning. We've been winning the last 3 games because you've been saying "fuck the Saints,"
and still no playoffs for you. Oh,
don't fucking matter. I don't want to see my fucking team in there with fucking Andy Dalton. Fuck that. We okay? You're gonna be right next to us. I'm gonna pass you the chips on divisional round weekend. I'm gonna pass you the chips. Then you can put that Giants jersey away and put your Nets jersey on.
I don't know. They still trying to negotiate with that baseball player.
I am so done with Correa and that whole scenario. I am
Let it go.
done with it.
Go. I honestly feel that way about him. They should just let him
Update.
the squad.
Update.
So which way you going with on this one?
Here, that's
Texas versus the Colts.
Texans.
And I'm with you, Izzy. I'm going Texas.
Texas, baby.
I went Texas as well. You going Texas too?
Yeah, I'm going Texans too. I'm not doing that Jeff Saturday shit. He'll be back.
Doc, look. Doc, focus. Doc is looking at the injury report. It says Matt Ryan playing.
No,
it's Jonathan Taylor playing.
I'm looking at my picks because I already made my picks. So I got the Colts down. So give me the Colts.
That's fine. Even if Jeff Saturday wins, fuck Jeff Saturday. I already know everybody's pick for this one, but I'm going to say it anyway. The Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. Can we just make it unanimous?
Yep.
I think
Can we just skip this game and make it unanimous?
Yep.
they didn't even have Debo last week, and they were putting it on people. Now imagine.
I just made it unanimous because that's just a waste of time.
Flip across the board.
So we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Commanders. How about them Cowboys versus the Pigs? Because they got a fucking pig mascot now.
So that
General Tutty.
It been had a pig mascot.
His name General Tutty.
I get why they're using it because they were called back in the day the Hogs. You know,
that's a one ugly fucking pig.
Yeah, they should have never dressed that motherfucker up like that.
You can put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig, but
yeah,
still a pig.
It tastes good if it's seasoned right, though.
He didn't like he gonna be a good ass ham, man. Like good ass Thanksgiving ham.
Put some sazon on that motherfucker, and there you go.
But I'm gonna go Dallas, man, because I'm like they playing for their number one seed, so I'm going Dallas. The Commanders suck ass. Sorry, Andy.
Oh, Chris, not sorry.
I know you're going Dallas.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hater, who you going with?
I'm going with the Cowboys.
Okay, we got Dallas.
Hater. Following suit.
So yeah, we're gonna make that a sweep. Anthony, because I'm gonna tell Anthony to set his picks in tomorrow, and then I'll put it down. All right, we got the Rams and the Seahawks. Oh. We got Gino, baby, Gino against LA, who's eliminated
for a playoff spot.
We will have a new champion because the Rams are not making it.
Oh no, they got spanked last week.
Yeah,
I believe in Gino. I'm going Gino.
But I said last time.
I already got you down for Gino, bro. I already got you down.
The only dude that I rode with all year, I think I might have picked against him once, and he knocked me out of the playoffs. Because he did. It was him. He played freaking excellent that I was mad.
I already got you down for Gino. So you good. When I saw the game, I put Gino down.
Super Bowl, I want that shit on Twitter. I'm gonna send you a picture of me smiling like this, saying, "Who's crazy now, bitches?"
Who you going with? So you going with Izzy?
I'm gonna ride with Gino for another week. He's playing for a playoff spot.
Yeah, it means
Seattle. All right, Doc. You saw the injury report. Gino is playing. So is DK Metcalf.
Give me Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks.
That's unanimous. This was the 7:00 game. It was the Giants and the Eagles, but they moved them. Oh, Jalen Hurts will be back.
Yeah, he's playing.
Well, he's limited.
He's playing. I'm going Philadelphia because fuck the Giants. That's why. Fuck them. I'm going Philly. They want that number one seed. Just because I just want to say fuck Izzy. Because he always said
I understand, my team going to the playoffs and
you know how my team been doing for the last 15 years. I'm just saying, I understand. You got me.
I know.
You got me.
Oh hell.
Will you pick your team though?
As well. What's that pick?
That's the
I
question.
do the same thing.
You know something? Yes, I'm going to pick my team.
He's crazy as fuck, but let's go with it.
I'm going to pick my team. What the hell?
All right, Diabolical Hater and Doc, who you going with?
Who we picking again? We going for the Giants?
Eagles Giants.
Yeah, give me the Eagles in that one.
Because he found out on the injury report that Jalen Hurts is playing.
The Eagles have let two slide on them. Them people, they done losing. They done with the losing.
And will you go with your hometown, Jay? Or will you just say fuck Izzy like I did? Which one you going?
I like picking upsets, so I'm going with the Giants.
Oh, he going Giants.
What?
Oh, he ain't saying fuck is it? What
What?
hell fuck is it?
I have to feel.
All right, we gonna go Chargers and Broncos. Why the fuck? I'm gonna go LA Chargers for everybody. Look, anybody pick the Giants? I mean, not the Giants. Anybody pick the Chargers? I mean, the Broncos. I'm going to curse you the fuck out.
Yawn.
I'm just going to just skip this game here.
Listen, even if the Broncos win, I still would. Even knowing that, I still wouldn't pick them.
Yeah, I'm not picking them motherfuckers. Fuck them.
No.
They fucked over me against the Rams.
Yep.
No.
Fuck them.
Screw them
Okay,
people.
the Sunday night game, the last game of the regular season, we got the Lions versus the Packers. The win and you in game. You win and you in.
I don't give a fuck about Lambeau Field. I don't give a fuck about their mystique. I don't give a fuck about Aaron Rodgers. I'm rooting for the fucking Lions.
And you know, I've been rolling with Detroit all year. I've been on the Detroit train first. I ain't getting off that train. Let's go, Detroit. Let's go. Let's go, Detroit. I ain't get off the train yet.
What?
I'm going to have to break up my retro Barry Sanders jersey on that
I promise you, I'm drinking like this when they win. Yes, I'm going to be drinking.
Woo-wee. Boy, you gonna have a cold response video ready for this one. I can feel it.
Let me guess, you go at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Let me guess, he go at Green Bay. He set me up for Green Bay. Ain't that right, Doc? You go at Green Bay because he took his Oscar Wasker again.
I'm going Green Bay. I'm going with the Pack.
All right, Jay. So you, last regular season game of the season. We done this shit for 18 motherfucking weeks. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Doc, and we're going with Green Bay. We bringing on the cheese, baby.
Yes, sir.
Fuck the Pack, and that's why.
They're gonna get far, but they're gonna get farther than the Lions.
Let's go Lions. Do that shit for Detroit because the Pistons ain't winning shit this year. Even though we swept the Warriors. Bang, I want to put that on there. We swept the fucking champs.
The reigning champs.
We swept the reigning champs. Fuck it. That tell you we tanking. That let me know we fucking tanking. That's let me know we fucking tanking. We really took out the fucking champs. We swept them. Sweep. So, man, but we're going to talk about college football before we get out of here. Let's talk about my Tulane Green Wave before we talk good other thing. We beat the Heisman Trophy winner in a fucking one of the top games of the year right now. That game was.
That Lincoln Riley don't know how to win the big game.
Just let me know, man. All that shit about 5-star recruits, they lost to a bunch of 3-star recruits.
All of that, man.
They lost to a bunch of 3-star recruits who whipped their ass. That's what happened.
Down 16 with 4 minutes left. You couldn't have wrote that better.
And they've done it running the ball. They ran the ball. They say, you know what? Fuck passing. Here you go, Tajay Sharp.
Yep. Handle your business. What's the receiver name? Do something. Deuce Watts.
Before they knocked Deuce Watts out the game.
Deuce Watts, he got knocked out with the second to last play of the game. That was.
And then they tried to cheat. And it says it's not a touchdown. I saw that was a touchdown when he caught it. I'm like, it's a fucking touchdown.
I said that ball didn't hit the ground. I said they called.
Man, I was jumping all up and down in the bed. I was like, fuck it, right? That ain't a touchdown. That's a touchdown, motherfucker. You telling me it ain't a touchdown? Boy, and I ain't see my wife ankle, and I kind of fucking people elbowed my wife ankle, my wife ankle when I fucking came down. Bam! I just came down on the bed. Yeah, and all going crazy
on the couch.
Look, she understood because I went there and I told her Tulane sucked every year I was in college. They sucked. They sucked 10 years after I left college.
Was
2-10, I'm sorry.
Isn't
We went 10 last year.
more a basketball university like
No, there was more of a baseball team.
oh baseball?
They sucked at every sport but baseball. That's why I'm fucking happy. The last time we was any good, Sean King was our quarterback. We fucking deserved it. Fuck you, LSU. We want a bigger bowl. Fuck you.
Were you Sean King was there?
Yeah, Sean King, Matt Forte, all of them was there.
When you were going to school?
Yeah. Matt Forte, not Sean King, but Matt Forte was there when I was.
Matt Forte.
All right.
And we sucked with Matt Forte.
Really?
It was just Matt Forte or bust.
Wow.
We had Roydell Williams too. He got drafted by the Lions, but we didn't have many. So this is a big win for Tulane. Roll, wave, roll, man. We did that shit.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, because we beat the Heisman Trophy winner. We was not supposed to be in that game.
The Heisman Trophy winner and a Jerry Rice son. Some Jerry
And
Rice.
Jerry Rice, brother.
Come on now.
Because he was fucking mossing us left and right.
Man.
Our defense couldn't stop it, but they stopped it twice. That's how we won the game. Caleb Williams is the real deal. To Lincoln Riley don't know how to coach.
He can't win the big game.
I'm like, you on the 2. We couldn't stop y'all receivers for shit, and you run the ball. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. It's up from here. If you don't do something, there's a
Party
chance.
on Broadway. Party on Broadway. That's what they were partying on Broadway. They were doing it. Yes, indeed.
And I was mad the whole time because anytime that New Orleans meet with an LA team, there's always got to be some stuff that's controversial about it.
It was a
Just
fucking
there,
party on Broadway. Broadway and Ferret. They got drunk. They was at the boot getting drunk. 50 Cent night. They was fucking getting drunk. We fucking did it.
How many quarters you give up, Mo?
Man, when I was going to Tulane, she used to go that bitch with $10 worth of quarters in my pocket. Next round on me, fellas. Shit, I used to get so drunk at the boot, man. I fucking failed my first year of college. Let me tell you right now. Shit, I couldn't remember where I was. I was getting so drunk at the boot. You gonna tell a teenager 50 Cent night and y'all ain't caught me?
What?
Yeah. Whoosh. I got all my, I used to collect like coins and shit, just put them in a piggy bank. I gave me that bitch here. How much that give me? Just give me the bottle.
Quite a bit.
Lies.
I told him
Quite a bit.
I pulled out a Crown Royal bag full of quarters and said, just give me the bottle.
Stay right here. It ain't going nowhere. I got a good home for it.
We talked about premium liquor was 50 Cent. Fuck. I was drunk off my ass my first year of Tulane. And they say, oh, bro, you got to do some work. I say, oh, okay.
But just to get back, that Final Four.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'll say this. If Marvin Harrison didn't get hurt,
exactly,
Ohio State wins
the game.
Let me put it this way. No, I ain't even going to step forward. If Ohio State runs the ball, they win that game.
Yes.
That's true.
Why the fuck are you throwing the ball?
And I called the TCU upset over Michigan. And
I thought they were going to cheat.
And I'll tell you right now, we're making that pick for Monday night's game.
TCU, baby.
I'm taking TCU.
TCU, baby.
Yeah, nice. I like your TCU pick.
TCU.
I'm realistic now.
Nice.
The Cinderella season is over.
Nah.
The Bulldogs gonna bite that horn frog right in the ass.
I don't think that horn.
TCU wins the game.
Yeah. That's exactly what
All right, Doc, who you pick? We're putting it down. You got the
for the championship game?
Yeah.
You can put me like Charles Barkley. I guarantee. Woo!
You got a guarantee. What guarantee, bud?
Who? The Dogs?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. That's gonna be an ass kicking out this fucking world. The fucking Bulldogs gonna put their
Yes,
left
sir.
and their right foot in that TCU asshole.
What's gonna
Everybody thought that Michigan was going to
No,
stop.
I never thought that because Michigan is a fucking fraud. The Big Ten is a fucking fraud. I've been saying that for years.
You really
They're
are.
a fucking fraud.
You really are.
I thought they was
I'm
going
not
to
gonna
cheat.
tell about the entire Big
I
Ten.
thought they was
but
going to cheat so they could have an Ohio State Michigan fucking championship game.
Michigan, yeah.
Because that would have been the biggest money game they could have ever did. If college football is stupid as fuck, I would have cheated the fuck out of TCU. I would have cheated the fuck out of Georgia just to get that Ohio State Michigan game because the money would have been ridiculous.
And it would have been a different
out of this world.
Played that game a couple of weeks ago for the championship.
Yeah.
That Ohio was in that full strength.
Think about it. It's one of the oldest, fiercest rivalries. For the championship, y'all dropping balls in college football. If y'all won't fix shit, that's the way you fix.
The next rivalry, well, it's not that LSU and Alabama is that big, but down here, you might as well say it's just that big. Up
like
north,
overall history,
us down south.
Fiercest rivalry is Ohio State, Michigan.
Right.
Nobody ever gonna touch that.
You definitely would have. They definitely would have bought in the money just for off that.
That money would have been so big. That's why I thought. I said, well, they put these two motherfuckers in here so they can face each other off. And I'm like, man, this is going to be a fucking Big Ten championship all over again.
Yeah, but you got to see if you looked at the way the way the top, let's say the top 6 went, when everybody lost those last games of the season, there was no other way. You had to bring Ohio State up to 4, and you had to bring TCU to 3.
I mean, I thought they were going to sneak Alabama ass in there.
I mean,
like they always do.
Lost 2 games.
Right.
Why Alabama?
I know. I say just because it's Alabama, I thought they'd find a way to drag their ass in there and knock TCU out.
They was really relying on those championship games, and by Alabama being eliminated out that playoff game because of LSU having that win over them, it's like, yeah, it's kind of too late.
LSU technically should have been in the Sugar Bowl if you thought it, to me.
Yeah, I thought they should have been. I thought that's where they were gonna go.
But I picking TCU. We'll see on Monday.
I'm saying it would be a great story for the upset, but I just see Georgia woke up because I think Ohio State caught them by surprise.
Nah, right. They had no answers for Marvin Harrison.
And Marvin Harrison, I don't see a receiver on TCU, even though they got that good receiver they have. I don't see anybody on there like Marvin Harrison. And I just think they're gonna zero in on that quarterback, and they're gonna beat the shit out of him.
Yep.
This might be a massacre on TV. I hope you are right for watching's sake, but my mind is telling me that Georgia is just say, okay, we're not gonna fucking lose another game because Kirby Smart trying to show Nick Saban I'm better than you.
Fuck them both.
But this will be great for the Big 12. This will be great for other people. That's why I can't wait for this fucking playoff to expand because my Tulane Green Wave would have been.
I hope when Georgia's about to run out through the tunnel, I hope Goldberg says, "Go Georgia, go!"
I'm changing my pick.
I hope Goldberg gives him a little pep talk, and
I'm changing my fucking pick if that happens.
Yep.
You better change that pick before kickoff.
No, that's before kickoff.
Yep.
If I see him talking, if I see him on the sideline, I'm changing.
You know he's going to be he'll be at the sideline.
If I see him talk about who's next, TCU is my pick.
Please.
I'm done. I'm done. Fuck.
No, they're gonna come out to Goldberg's theme song.
I'm changing my pick.
It's gonna be funny.
Holy crap.
Man. This has been a great show. Thank y'all fellas for coming on, man, for fucking
It's almost
staying up to 3 in the morning. Y'all tired, 2 in the morning. Here, my wife is gonna kick my ass.
expecting her to come in there and be
I might have to kiss some ass tonight.
I already did.
I know you probably did, and she probably wants you to kiss the left cheek now.
2 thumbs way up.
You might have to suck a toe now because it's 2 in the morning. Say, baby, hey, Ro, I might have suck your toe and some other stuff because it's 2 in the morning.
Remember how she almost caught your jaw a couple of weeks ago? You might get another hiya.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the toe in my mouth. Let's go. Let's go.
Shit.
Like the ball boy, go to sleep.
Child.
Oh shit! She gonna kick my ass, but I know. I fucking know. So, man, shout outs, man. Before we get out of here, man.
I like to make a shout out to you guys. You know, good show like always. I kind of dig the later night, but not this late.
Not this late. That it won't happen.
Late. This
I
was
got tickets, bro. I couldn't turn them.
definitely. I'm not hating on that. I would have liked to have gone to see that game. You got to see, you know, Kevin Durant and them, Kyrie.
The quietest 33 points I've ever seen in my life.
Who? Kevin Durant?
Yes, I didn't even know he had 30-something points. I thought he had like 10.
Wow.
Okay.
That's how quiet those 33 were.
I like to also give a quick shout out to Darrell Revis for being nominated to go into the Hall of Fame.
Nominated nothing. He belongs in the Hall of
He
Fame.
should be in.
You know, there was a lot of other guys. I'm not gonna, you know, I didn't go the whole list. I looked at my boy. You know what I'm saying? And he was hopefully that Sauce could wear his jock.
Yeah, but Sauce look like he can wear his jock.
So to me, Sauce depends on his breakaway, his speed. He don't cover, but he has good recovery, which is he's very fast. Darrell Revis used to lock you down, and that was it.
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Go kiss your toes.
Yep. You gotta go get the missus.
Baby.
Head of HR.
I was watching the show, and you just said you're gonna suck my toe. As a matter of fact, you ain't going back in that room. Let them have the show.
Woo-wee.
But yeah,
fellas.
I'm really glad that he's made it in. You know, I know down the road, I know deep down that the Brickshaw Ferguson and Nick Mangold will make it in there as well because they will
definitely.
You know, they were very, very solid. But I just thought he needed to be shout out because, you know, that's a big accomplishment. And I don't know. I don't think there's that many Jets in the Hall of Fame. So
one.
Sure.
You know the one.
Yeah, I don't because I don't think Klecko's in there. I don't think was in there. I don't think, and they had the slamming defense. You know?
Wow, that's so disrespectful.
It is because they'll put in Joe Namath for fucking wearing a fucking mink jacket, and just because he won one Super Bowl,
and that one Super Bowl,
and that was it. Like after that, his stats garbage.
Yep. It's not even if he was on a cliff, like to fall off one, but just because, like you said, he had that showmanship about it and guaranteed it over, you know, a big franchise like the Colts, then that makes him, you know, this Hall of Famer when the numbers don't really reflect it.
Nope.
It's crazy.
Nope.
That's crazy to me.
Oh, I always do this every week. Shout out to Lala and Lala's Empire. Honestly, her videos have been jumping. You know what I'm saying? Like they like she's putting more out and she's getting more and more interesting to watch. So I watch her every time I get a notification. I'm like, let me check out what Lala's up to. It's usually some type of car ride.
There we go.
I always out Lala and Lala's Empire, and be sure to buy her merch. And what did she say? She's an ambassador. I have to educate myself, but I know she's a brand ambassador to some type of makeup or something like that. Or
shit! Shout out to HR for sharing our shit.
HR, because she heard you say toe.
No, I had to pull an Izzy and take a piss.
Yes.
Like I was trying to make it through the show. I've been having to piss for like an hour, man. I'm like, shit, this shit about to bust.
It was a year ago that I made that statement.
And my bladder said, fuck it. We're going to make a part 2. Thanks to Bullet Bourbon. That's why my fucking bladder busted. Oh, shit. When you drank that shit, you got to go to the bathroom, bro. He's like, fuck.
We got NFL games on tomorrow, right? Isn't there like?
Yes, it's tomorrow and Saturday.
Yes.
I mean Saturday and fucking
two tomorrow.
Saturday, Sunday.
Cause you know what I'm on fucking thinking this Friday because fuck shit, we always do this shit on Friday. So we got games today and Sunday.
And they're late games. One starts at 4, the other one starts at 8, I think.
Yeah, one starts at 3:30 my time, 4:30 your time, and the other one starts at 7. So we'll be having a lot of football to talk about next week. Shout out to this bourbon. This shit really is good, man. I found this shit out by mistake. I'm like, this shit is fucking good.
Nice.
Fuck. I went out to this fucking adult arcade, man. I think it's right off of St. Claude, man. And they had the shit, and I was like, man, I gotta go find this shit in the store. This shit was smooth. And it's cheap. The shit only like $22.
The arcade had liquor in there?
Yes, it's an adult arcade.
Oh. All right.
So,
I
like,
know you're talking about. I know you're talking about the new place.
Yeah, that big
St.
good.
Claude.
I forgot the name of it. I think it's Empire or some shit like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That shit had this bottle here, and I'm like, man, let me try your bourbon, man. Get this shit. And they're like, all right, my man, this shit's strong. I said, ooh, this shit's strong. I'm gonna find this shit.
You went the next day.
I went to Walmart and I thought it was.
So you found
I got cop this.
I gotta cop this shit at Walmart, man. I gotta cop this shit.
So you found Jeff's new tag team partner.
Yes, man. Look, it's better than Jeff's, man. This might be Matt. I don't fucking know. This shit is good. Hey, Bullet Bourbon. Fucking sponsor us. I'll drink your shit. This might be my new drink over Crown, man. This is some good ass shit.
I don't
know, huh?
Everybody know I'm a Crown man, bro.
Yeah,
that's some good ass bourbon, bro. This bourbon good. They give you a fucking mug to go with the shit. So I'm like, man, I got the fucking mug. I'm gonna drink this shit. Put some vanilla Coke in that shit. And I was like, man, that got me through the show.
I got a homeboy that's what he drinks. And he bought a big one. And if you don't drink your old school New York style, he take the cap off and he's like,
ooh, I can't hit bourbon like that, bro. Bourbon hit your chest.
Yo, for his birthday, we finished the big bowl of Crown between 4 of us, just passing it around, just bullshitting. And you took a sip, fucking. It wasn't COVID back then, so we ain't nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
It was like here, and we finished that whole bottle. And I know at the end of the night, I was twisted.
Savages.
I got my wife on Crown now. She used to just be a wine drinker. Now she like, I love Crown. Like, she loved Crown Apple. She loved it.
Yep. The flavored ones. I heard the Crown Apple is good.
The Crown Apple just tastes just like, man, you can drink that shit straight. You don't even need nothing with it.
Mrs. B with her Ciroc mango.
Yeah, Ciroc is good too.
Yes, it is.
I drank the Crown. I put cranberry juice in it so I can make Crown Apple. Maybe be good as a motherfucker. Yeah, but you drank too many of them bitches, they'll sneak up on your ass. You'll be up in there, man.
Hold up.
Sit up there.
Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Hold up. You be like, oh shit, what's going on? Yes. Who we playing? Yo, Franco Harris, he still playing? No.
No.
Oh man, I think Jake the Snake Plumber for the Cardinals gonna bring him to the playoffs. What?
Whoa.
Man, how about that Bo Jackson? You ain't see him run? No.
And Temple Ball, I seen him run.
Boy, Mike Vick is gonna be the future of the NFL.
Man. Let me hold this drink.
Have you traveling back in time, man? Fucking with that shit.
You all over the place.
Could that happen, man? I'm like, I was that shit snuck up on me. I just was sitting there like, fuck, where the fuck am I? Where the fuck is my car? Fuck, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here and just drink some water. Cause before I knew it, I drank about 8 or 9 of those things because they taste so good. You be like, okay.
And then you stood up.
Then you stood up and it's like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Why do that? Let me back out here.
Like, oh man, this chair is so comfortable. This stool is so fucking comfortable. I'm just gonna sit here until y'all close, man. No one.
Well, Mrs. B, 2 minutes.
You guys. She's gonna push her left foot and her right foot in your ass if you don't get off the pocket.
Exactly. So on that note,
kick the dog,
everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He gone. Yeah, she gonna put her foot all in his ass. I know mine is gonna put her foot in my ass when I go in there, so it's okay.
With me, I'm gonna make it as quick as I can. I want to shout out the entire commission as a whole. Nasty, Lala, Mo, Hater.
I don't know if we can put Nasty with this because Nasty been going on the fucking woods. You never come out the woods.
Yes, honorary mention, man. Because he still answers us in the chat, so he gets honorary mention.
Yeah, I guess you give him honorary mention.
Okay, yeah, we'll give him honorary mention. I want to shout out the January birthdays, Capricorns particularly. Aquarius, I know y'all next in line, but right now my baby's birthday is gonna be next week, so I'm gonna shout her out early. To my dad for the tickets that I had to pass up, unfortunately, because I couldn't switch my shift. And Coach Willie Fritz. And obviously, my last shout outs for the night is going to be for the assistant trainer, Denny Killington, for saving that young man's life, giving them, a second chance. And he won. Damar, you won. You.
Yes,
and coaches Sean McDermott and Zach Taylor for doing the right thing and telling your teams, we out. Yes. Nothing else matters. The life of that young man mattered. And NFL, hey, you can do whatever you want, but we as men, we are leaders among men. And we're saying that this is irrelevant. So shout out to those coaches for doing that.
Oh yeah, Jay, you got yours all out.
Yeah, you went to the bathroom.
Oh my bad, Jay. Man, I want to shout y'all fellas out for coming on at this time, man. I know it was late. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Thank y'all for y'all picks, man. Izzy too. Izzy, don't drown in it. Izzy, don't drown in it. We want you back next week. Man, I want to thank my wife for being understanding for me to do my podcast. Man, look, I just want to thank everybody who was on the field with Damar and getting him back what he needed, especially the coach you named. The assistant you named. He definitely needed to do that, and the medical staff at the hospital definitely helping him for that. And fuck you, Skip Bayless. Nobody gives a fuck about the game at that time, so it's definitely fuck you and anybody else who didn't understand why it was disrespectful. Fuck you too. So that's what it is. That's what it is. because
That's what it is.
you don't understand why that shit was disrespectful. Fuck you. That's how I feel.
Just forget something.
With
Fuck you, Brett Favre.
oh yeah, always. Fuck you, Brett Favre. Fuck you. Fuck you, Stephen A. Smith. Fuck you, Brett Favre, and fuck you, Skip Bayless.
Yep.
In that order.
We're gonna have to come out with like end of the year awards, but for like shitty ones. Worst
Yeah.
actor.
Fuck you, award.
Exactly.
Fuck Brett Favre.
Exactly.
Once again, Brett Favre is still not in jail, people.
Yep.
He's still not in jail. He stole money. So fuck Brett Favre and Wranglers if they still behind him. Fuck them. And
Nobody wears shit kicker jeans.
I say shout out to Tulane for winning the Cotton Bowl. That was big for the university.
Yes.
Man, shout out to my Pistons for sweeping the Warriors and losing the night. Way to tank for Vic, baby. Make it look realistic, baby.
Make it look like it's
Keep
legit.
the lie alive, baby. Keep the
Make it
lie
look legit.
alive. Win the big games, lose against shitty teams. Keep the lie alive. Thank you, Detroit. Oh man. Thank you to Pelicans for this hat. It's a nice warm ass hat. I hope
Right, that's the hat you got. That's
yeah,
nice.
it's fucking warm as shit. So I like it. It was free. I like it. So man, I had fun at the game. I wish the Pelicans would have won. Contrary to people's belief, I actually do like the Pelicans. I just hate them 2 times a year when they play the Pistons. That's it. So I wish they'd have won, but you know, Durant and Kyrie had the plans. So.
Well, if Krispy Kreme would have played, I think you guys would have played. They would have.
One of Zion would have played because Jonas Valanciunas is big for nothing. They need to cut his tall ass for no reason.
Because I'll tell you
You
what,
are the tallest one on the court, and you only got 8 rebounds. That's a fucking travesty. Fuck you.
I'm watching people like Zion getting covered by 3 dudes and they can't handle him. If he's healthy, that team is going to be somebody to watch out for.
Yes, the Pelicans have it. They have it to be successful for years. They might not win it this year. They'll win it in years. If Zion needs to stay healthy though.
Listen,
Zion healthy. We up.
What a top 5 team in the West. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's a lot of games to play. As long as they could keep in that, the team could keep him until he comes back in that area. I don't think it's going to hurt them as bad as, let's say, AD sitting out for another fucking 7 months.
Yeah. And it's just like if Zion loses 15 to 20 pounds, he will have a long career.
And
if he keeps this weight on,
noticed
he's keep having these problems.
He lost weight from the ending of last to this.
Yeah. He got to lose a little bit more. Like LeBron had to figure it out.
Yes.
LeBron was ballooning up to 280, and he realized there was too much weight on his knees. You can't be that explosive and have that much weight.
That's why now his flops look funnier because he's smaller.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's like if Zion loses 15 to 20 pounds, he'll have a career like
beast.
Because nobody is tough in this era. He plays like a 90s player.
Yep.
Nobody's tough enough to handle him, so he should have a dominant career. But if he stay hurt and the legs keep getting hurt, that's what I fear.
Of old school Anthony Mason from the Knicks.
Yeah, and that's why people tell me, this generation will beat the 90s. Hell no, Zion is proving it. Zion has no post moves.
Not at all.
Zion is just a bully.
Yep.
He's just a big ass bully. My ball. Lay it up. He has no plan. It's not like he's gonna fake you out. I'm just going to the hole, my ball.
Right.
Lay it up. And it shows you this era is pussy. So I respect him for playing prison ball. That's what he plays.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens. That's exactly how it goes down.
That style is hard to keep up if you're not in shape.
Yeah.
He needs to get in shape.
From the bottom.
But man, we'll be back next week with the wrestling. We have so much to talk about. Vince McMahon returning back to wrestling.
The fact that he's trying to sell the damn company now.
God damn it, he's trying to fuck it up.
No,
He's trying to fuck up the church's money.
Triple H is going to still be in charge of the creative direction.
Yes, as it need to be. Shit your ass down and make money.
He's going to sell. Like, you know, does he really he don't like Stephanie? He Stephanie can run the company?
This is going to happen. I see Vince McMahon dying in the next 30 days.
Listen, get me a car.
I see it. Somebody's going to kill that motherfucker. That's what's going to happen.
I don't think so. I think the company goes back private and they'll, you know, the creative.
I'm just saying, I see it. When it comes to money, motherfuckers magically disappear. That's
true.
I invest all of that money buying videos, you know, from old school NWA. Yeah. Why do all of that? And then all of a sudden, because you got caught for slipping, you're going to be like, yo, I'm going to sell the company.
It's like this. It's an ego thing. That's why I don't like it. Because you see Trips is doing better than him because Trips is more in tune to what's going on now, not in the 80s. So he is like, man, fuck it. If I can't be running this shit, none of this shit going to work. I'm going to turn down all TV deals. Okay. What the WWE should have did while he was out, they should have got the TV deals.
Yeah.
Hey, let's re-up before Vince come back.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. So what the thing is they're going to do, they're going to keep him now. Then magically Vince is going to die. Watch. Don't say I'm a fuck. If it happens, I'm not sure fucking Damas. He's going to magically fucking die. And then shit going to go, business going to be back as usual.
If it this episode at 3:05.
Yes, the late night at 3:05. Mo called this shit. Within 2 months, Vince McMahon might be dead.
Maybe. In this world, who knows?
You might say, "Oh man, Vince died of overdose." They're gonna say Vince fucking died of a Viagra, or fucking overdose.
But
that's what they're gonna say. Vince died of Viagra, had a heart attack.
He died at the telly.
Yeah,
his
he
wife
died fucking hoes. He died as he lived, fucking people. Yeah. That's what happened. And I'm just saying, we're gonna talk more about that, but that actually caught me off guard this morning. And I have a funny video that I'm working on. There's no Nino Brown is in this video here. It's gonna be. Hope y'all enjoyed. I gotta finish doctoring the video, but seriously, y'all gonna probably laugh at this fucking video again. And thank you for the people on YouTube. I got. For my Dominic video, I got 2,000 views between the shorts. No, 3,000 views between the shorts, the actual video. So, man, I thank y'all for that. That's big time.
Nice.
And also thank y'all for liking my Dak Prescott video when Shady called him ass. so thank y'all for that too. So, hey, man, thank y'all. YouTube showing me a lot of love. So, thank y'all, man. I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all.
YouTube.
And we'll be back Friday at our regular time at like 7:30. Doctor, give you time to get ready. Get your fucking your reports done. You can tell your wife you ain't gonna be late.
Then we needs to pick that next week, though.
You know what? I'm gonna put it this way. You know what? We're gonna tell Doc to show us for 8.
I won't be in my Kyrie mood then. I won't be Kyrie then.
Man, I thank all y'all who stayed up and watched. Thank y'all, Chris, Pops. And I might have give Anthony's pick because I think Anthony was on the other time zone, so he probably overslept. I'm gonna tell Anthony to send his picks in and I'm gonna write it down. But man, this is Mo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater J, and you got Doc Eric. We'll see y'all next week. Peace, and we out.
Peace.
see me keep looking over my shoulder. I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip off with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's
Hell
Yankees
no.
first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Wait a minute. The Nets fanned their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.